Okay, we are back with our Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea campaign 2.0. The Kickstarter's out now for 3.0, so maybe we'll finish. Well, if we don't finish the campaign before it goes to 3.0, we may have to see what new stuff is added. But in any case, we're in 2.0 right now. Somebody's going to be like, hold on, I want to change characters. Now, it is the third month, actually the 8th day of the third month of the 11th year. The party has They swam through a large grate in a magical lake and found themselves in a lower level of some type of complex. Presumably the same complex they were in before, though this looks different. It's dark and marble and scarred and used and old, versus the kind of the other area they were in that was covered in kind of purpley glowing gems. Although quickly they realized they definitely were in the same area because they saw those creatures with the giant lightning backpacks, and quickly dispatched of them, including then a flesh automation, and kind of using invisibility and stealth. They have moved up into some rooms that appear to be barracks, and surprised and taken out a couple of rooms full of these what they know now as based on the Rangers reports. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I have you on the right thing in roll 20, and we'll just go through. Everybody can intro their characters. I know that we just literally ended on a combat, so I think some people are hurt, and we'll deal with that because the priestess Helene is with you as well. So yeah, let me just start up at the top. Crystal, tell us about your character.
I play Xenia. She is a ranger from Paradoxon, the floating city that floats on the void of Hyperborea. She's common by race, but by mindset, she is Amazonian, as Paradoxon is the capital of New Amazonia. And right now, she's slaying Simoon, and in her eyes, that does good in the world because every vile thing from the Black Gulf that she can slay is another point for humanity, and that is Xenia.
Excellent. Tony, tell us about your character.
The warlock, known as Brickiel the Imposing, is standing there in the area, invisible, and she's kind of looking around her at this point. She has this uneasy feeling that this magic user, who is invisible, also is kind of watching her in ways that she doesn't want to be watched. So she's trying to gather out exactly where he's at. But she looks back down the hallway to where Panesta is, and Panesta hears, "That was a good job. That was close, but that is Brickiel the Imposing, the warlock."
Excellent. That's right. You were able to maintain your invisibility by backing up out of the room and letting the other players make the raid. Very smart. Mike, tell us about your character.
Yes. My character. Dougal. Yes, Dougal. Yeah, let me get my head wrapped around it. Yeah, I'm playing Dougal. Dougal is the druid that has come across, has been shipwrecked and come across this other ragtag group. He is a bit lost as far as what is going on here. He is astounded at these abominations, being stuck underground in the dark, and then to have all these abominations that are clearly need to be dealt with. It's a bit overwhelming for him. He's feeling out of sorts because clearly, as he is swinging his mighty club around, it's just passing right through them, and he doesn't know why. And that's Dougal.
Yes. Well, you're right. Being underground is not ideal for the druid. So yes, you'll adjust to it eventually, hopefully. Rush, tell us about your character.
So I am playing Bale. I keep saying every week former mercenary, but I guess now he's just Bale the warrior. He does come from a mercenary background. He's trying to learn different ways of doing things. He's trying to pay particular attention to Brighild, whom he sees as a fairly mighty warrior or warrioress, and also with Penesta being more of a trying to learn how to handle things without smashing it to pieces right off the bat. But when it comes time to smash something into pieces, no one does it better than Bale, and at least that's the way he feels. And so he's tagging along, and he's started to see some of his friends get go in and not come back again. So he's kind of starting to feel a little more protective, but he's definitely along for the ride. The adventuring life suits him well, and it appears to be everything that the stories told him it would be.
Excellent, excellent. Perfect. I was going to ask you something about Bale. Do you have an iron stone?
I do. I got the one for gives me a point of strength.
Nice. Okay. Trying to figure that out. We were trying to figure out which one Basil had, but since Basil's not here, I couldn't figure it out. Okay, so perfect. So you have a little stone flying around your head. Okay, so finally, last but not least, Nikki, tell us about your character.
All right. I play Penesta. Penesta is a bard. And yes, as Bale says, she does sometimes try to solve things with words. Doesn't always work for her, but she does do that. And yes, she hears Brighild say, good job. And I say, well, I should have known they were going to sneak up behind me as well. But, at least they didn't have disintegration rays. And at least you're still invisible. Now let's get this done. And that's Penesta.
Excellent. So, right, Helene, who had joined the combat as well with Bale, throwing her magical hammer around, she kind of assessed those who stepped into combat for any injuries. Did anybody look particularly injured?
Yeah, Zinnia's looking about half her normal self.
I don't really remember. I want to say I got whacked at some point.
Penesta's also hurt.
I'm a little hurt, but not much.
Okay. All right. Well, just kind of looks at y'all. Yeah, she says, well, normally I would just have you sleep it off, but we are in a dangerous situation here, so let me see if Auroras can help. And she'll go up to to Zinnia. Oh, nice. And heals 9 points of damage.
Oh, thank you so much, Helene. That is of much relief.
She nods, turns back, and to Penesta. Oh, good. 8 points. Very good. She's pretty good at healing.
Thank you, Helene. It's much appreciated.
She nods. And then she looks to the group for. She kind of leans on her hammer. So if you recall, you are actually in this room. Well, you're in the hallway / this hallway. Some of you are in the hallway, and some of you are in this room here. We'll give you the description again because it was a week ago. I'm quite sure. It was only seconds for your characters. So there's bunk beds in these rooms. So as you kind of were looking in, there's bunk beds to the left wall and the right wall and straight ahead. That's where the creatures, the copper oons, were asleep. They're humanoids, I guess. In the center of the room is a table. On that table, you see what eventually looks like oatmeal, basically. and some tin bowls and cups and kind of a pitcher of water. So food, essentially. Also, in the room, besides the creatures that you just took out, they've got, they have copper chainmail armor, which they weren't wearing because they were asleep. They have spears, short spears, and shields, if you want to troop up any of that stuff. And there's a few copper pieces laying around, not a whole lot, but there's some copper.
Brickyard is going to walk up behind Belle and tap him on the shoulder and go, "Hey, darling, why don't you get Dougal to help you and y'all take these bodies of these creatures and put them back in their bunks where it looks like they're still asleep."
It's probably not a bad idea. And he looks over at Dougal and kind of waves him over. He's like, "Come, Forest Man. Help me throw these bodies back into these bunks."
That was okay. I
So-
can manage that.
Zinnia will help as well.
So yeah, there was 3 in each of the rooms essentially, and you can figure out which. You didn't see what bunks they were in the right hand side room, but the one to the east. But of course, you could figure it out based on the fact that the beds aren't made and whatever. So yeah, you can put them back where they were. The other beds that are in the space, because there's a total of 6 bunks in each of these spaces. 3 bunks in each room are made. With the beds tightly made. Kind of anybody who's had any military experience would see that they're made very precisely, very formally, but have not been slept in. So
So there
y'all
might be
want to
more
do?
of these guys wandering around, so we should be careful.
Yes, it makes me think that maybe there's 6 on patrol at a time, since there's 3 in each room here and 3 empty bunks.
Yep, I think that is a good deduction. As always, my friend.
Did anybody else find it particularly difficult to hit these fellas?
You'll get used to it. I had that problem when I first started too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So it's not me. It's them, right?
Oh, yeah, it's totally them. Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
You should try to get yourself a big hammer. It seems to work really well.
I thought my war club was efficient, but
It's okay, Dougal. You're just a gentle soul at heart, You probably pulled your punches subconsciously.
that's right. That's exactly what I was doing.
That's
I was
right.
pulling my punches. That was very perceptive of you, Pinesta.
Well, Pinesta the Perceptive.
I like that.
Next time you can just have someone else tackle one of them for you and hold them down. Maybe you could hit them easier.
Didn't we kind of do that?
Oh, he still missed.
As I said, gentle soul, gentle soul.
Dale snickers a little bit. Perhaps we'll make you a giant wooden maul. That way, it's still all natural.
Well, are you sure they don't phase shift or something like that? Because, or maybe it's my eyes. My eyes just weren't adjusting properly. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe. They phase shifted when I hit them in the head with the hammer. Because part of his head shifted over there and part of his head shifted over there. And
It's
I just reach
darkness. It's clearly this darkness. It's not the
reach over
moonlight.
and
I
pat
don't
him.
have moonlight or sunlight to guide me. That's it.
Yes.
I just reach over and pat him on the shoulder and say, "That's what it is. That's what it is. You have no business being underground, sir."
Exactly.
That's the whole problem. If we're in a forest, you'd be kicking their ass left and right. I know it.
Yes, I'm sure. And on that note, we should probably get you back up top as soon as we can. Let's see where
Yes.
else we can go here.
So let's end these abominations and leave.
Exactly. And find any treasure, of course.
Of course.
And get good stories. We'll get good stories out of this too.
While they're pumping Dougal up to make him feel better about himself, Brighild is going to, she wants to go down the hallway and like search along the walls for any hidden doors or passages.
Okay. Now you've got some time while this is all going on, them putting the bodies in the bunks, and of course having this conversation. And you're pretty confident that that entire hallway is clear of any kind of doors, from that kind of reversed L-shaped area, all the ways from where would be B14 up. You don't find anything in any of that space.
Yeah, she'll let out a kind of a sigh, exasperation, and go, well, Vanessa, I've checked the hallways while y'all were doing that, and I don't see any sign of any hidden passage or anything leading away from here. It would seem maybe these two rooms are also dead ends.
All right. So that we should maybe go back and check that corridor to the east, I guess it would be.
Yeah,
Sure.
because I don't think we want to go south and disturb that shards of stuff again like we did the first time.
No, I agree. That once was enough for that.
For sure. All right, yeah, you head down that way. Okay, when you get up to this door here, now remember in this level, except for that kind of funky, the thing you were just talking about, the black kind of translucent, what you might call magical kind of shield that was blocking the door to the south. Typical doors in here are kind of rounded, and they've got like a metal crank on it. You kind of crank it and pull it open. So you come up, and this door is no different. And now that you're kind of closer to it, and you have light, because when you first look down there, you're just using your infravision, you can see that there's actually a marking on the door. It is in Atlantean. I think somebody spoke Atlantean. I can't remember who it was. I think it actually is Yom's character, but that's okay. We can just assume that he'll read it from his invisible that. So let's see. That is one. So the door, it has the letter, just a letter, single letter, gamma. It's in Hellenic, so but with an Atlantean dialect. But anybody that has Hellenic would notice it. So yeah, you've got a door in front of you. It's like a metal door with with a cranky thing on it, and it has a gamma, the letter gamma.
Yeah, Brickia will just whisper back to him and say, well, if you're ready, I'll open it up for us.
I'll open it actually, Brighild. You're invisible. I would look odd if if it were cranking itself.
Okay.
And we should crank it if Brighild doesn't care.
Okay. Where do the rest of you want to be? Do you want to stay in this room B6, or do you want to kind of just be up at the doorway when it opens?
I'm going to be kind of in the room B6 at the entrance to the hallway there. Kind of.
Okay, so just about 30 feet away from the door. Sure.
Yep, correct.
How about everybody else? What about Bale? You're muted.
Where's the room with the action going on?
Okay, so everybody's kind of right here right now. There we go.
Okay.
Xenia is coming up here to open this door. So do you want to be up near the door, or do you want to be back at the room?
Yes, because if something horrible comes through the door, I want to beat it to death.
Okay, fair enough. How about Dougal? or
Dougal is going to protect the rear.
Okay, fair enough. And Brighild?
She'll just stand along the hallway. She moves out of the way so Xenia can open the door. So somewhere along the edge of the hallway.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Prevail. But this. Ta-da! Okay, you crank the door up and open it, and you can see it is a round chamber, as noted, as you can see here. There's a door directly across, which is closed. Let me give you that thing here. So, okay, so dull gray metal covers the walls of the spherical room. So the whole room is round. So what you see in the middle where it says B21, that's a bridge essentially going across it, but it's basically a ball. Dull gray metal covers the walls of the spherical room. Green glass orbs lie recessed randomly across the surface. So all through this like giant circular room, you've got these green glass orbs. Through the middle extends a metal bridge with a circular widening in its center, from which sprouts a slender metal pedestal with a kind of recess on top. Otherwise, there's a door on the other side, as noted, and otherwise the room appears to be empty.
Zinnia will take her two-handed sword, which has light on it for now. That lasts for an hour. I'm assuming it's still active. And she'll just kind of shine her sword inside a little bit.
Yeah, you would have had to have shined your sword inside to see anything because it's actually dark in there. So yeah, your sword is lighting up that room. You don't see anything, moving or anything in the shadows. It is very dark and it's dull gray metal, and as noted, imagine that you're inside of a ball essentially, and all around you there's like all these glass shards or glass orbs stuck in the wall, so kind of covering the inside of it. But there's a bridge going across the center, which is of course how you get to the other door. And in the center of the bridge is a round area, and then a pedestal comes up, and the pedestal has it's almost like a cup. It has a little recess in it. And all this stuff is at human scale. So not like that other weird place you went into and everything was giant. Like this is the pedestal's like waist high. Like it's not.
Well, Zinnia, what do you think?
I've never seen anything like this before. I guess I'll take point, and she'll slowly start walking into the room.
Okay. Due to the fact that the bridge is metal, it doesn't sway or anything. It's pretty solid, but you can hear your boots kind of ching on as you walk in, kind of echoing in the round chamber. You may be using your sword to kind of look around. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I wanted to stop you before you did anything.
Okay.
As she starts to go into the room, taking point and walks in or whatever, I'm actually going to put my hammer up and pull my longsword and my small shield.
Okay.
And I'm going to lean forward and tell her that I'll be right behind you.
Helene sees you put the hammer away, and she kind of shakes her head in disapproval. So both of you, as you're walking across, you can kind of hear your footsteps on the the metal of the bridge, kind of clink, 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 and you kind of walk out to the center part, and like I said, it's basically like a thin pedestal that rises up, and it's almost like a bowl at the top. Looks like you couldn't quite put your fist in it. It's smaller than that, but maybe like a child's fist. It's probably about as big as the recess.
Zinnia is going to reach into her pouch, and she's going to drop. Oh, she has one copper piece. She's going to drop one copper piece into the bowl.
Okay. It clinks.
And she is not taking that out.
Okay. When did you cast light, by the way, just so I can keep track of this?
When we were right when we were fighting the Oon.
Okay. So probably 20 minutes ago. Okay. Alrighty. Just keeping track. Cool. Yeah.
Oh.
It doesn't appear that anything happens when you do that. Anyway, it's not particularly loud when you drop it in. It just goes clink.
All right. Zinnia will look back and say, uh, like, she'll kind of walk back towards the door, towards the first door, and she's gonna say, like, out into the hallway. All right, I suggest all of you walk in here at once because the bridge makes sounds, and then she'll begin to make her way over to the second door.
Okay. Is everybody out in the hall too?
I'll go in.
Okay.
You said
Assuming
there's
everybody's-
glass orbs stuck in the wall? Glass orbs?
That's right. Yeah, exactly. They're orbs.
Are they, what kind of glass are they? Are they just regular glass or are they like the black crystal-y stuff or?
No, they do not appear to be black crystal.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Well, I guess if you go right near the door, you could get close to one to check it out. They're completely smooth, and I mean, if you have a light source, like somebody has this lantern or something, right? Besides the sword, if there was a lantern going on somewhere, or a torch. Somebody lit something.
I don't think so, because Brighild had her infravision going.
Oh,
I can light
okay.
up a torch. That's fine. I have a
Well,
torch
yeah, if you
left.
want to closely examine it. Otherwise, I mean,
Yep.
yeah, they've got a bit of a. You take some time. You're lighting up the torch. Everybody kind of is moving in, and you know it flickers up. It looks like they're perfectly smooth.
Okay.
They seem to be perfectly round. I mean, you don't have tools to measure it, but from what you can tell, and they seem to have a bit of a greenish tint to them. But you would imagine, I guess you could hold the torch like around like this to see. They are definitely translucent, though. You know,
Okay.
they just look dark because there's nothing behind them.
All right. Got it.
Okay. So you're going to approach the other door?
Yes. Does it look like it can be open from this side?
Yep. Looks exactly the same as the other door. It has the.
Okay. Yeah. She'll just like lean her sword against her. Like, I don't know if she needs both her hands. If she does, she'll just lean it against her like leg.
Oh
while
yes,
she
100%.
drinks it.
You will need both hands. Okay. Yeah, you need both hands. So you lean the sword down or whatever, and you're able to do it. There's plenty of space here. You turn it, and the door pulls open towards you, and yeah, you're looking out into a hallway. You see that it doesn't extend out very far. You know, it's like maybe 10 feet or so. And then across the hallway is another door. Looks exactly the same as the door that you've been encountering here. And you can see that it's a T section. You can go left or right. If you were to move up to there at that point. Again, not lit. It's all completely dark. So when you shine your sword in there, you're just seeing what you see.
Zinnia is going to go ahead and like sheath her sword, and she'll say, Brighild, and kind of step back so that Brighild can do her thing.
I must have missed something. What are you wanting Brickill to do?
Oh, sorry, you have the infravision, so she was wondering. She thought you'd go ahead to look because you're invisible and have that infravision on.
Yep, she'll step up and we're looking at a north and south hallway, correct?
Yep. Yeah, when you walk up, you can see that the hallway extends north to south. Directly across from you is a door to the east, and you see about 20 feet in each direction, north and south. It ends in a door, and all these doors are the same with the turn.
Yeah, she'll walk up to the north door just to take a quick look at it to see like if it's been used, appears to have been used recently, or if it's dust covered or.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can pretty easily tell that it has been used. Yep. There's no dust on it. No rust or anything. Some of the other ones, I think there was one you opened that like rust fell off of it. This is not like that. This has definitely been used.
Yep. Then she'll walk to the south door and same thing, check it for usage.
Yep. That's also been used. Assuming that you're doing being thorough, the door to the east, though, does not look like it's been open in a long time.
Yeah, she'll report back and explain to them about it. It appears that the north and south doors are being used, but possibly the continuing east, that it appears that there's no one traversed through it lately.
All right, sounds good. So, what do you guys think, North?
Fair
Well,
enough.
if no one's gone to the east in a while, maybe we should check that way.
All right. I mean, you never know.
I'm just saying, maybe if it looks like it's unused, unless,
Mhm.
of course, there's another door on the other side they use and no one just ever uses this door, which I suppose could be the case.
Probably be odd, but you never know. All right. Well,
It's
I'll do
three
it.
doors. If it's three doors, perhaps we could have a listen at each and
Yeah, I could listen.
make sure. I hate to
Well,
make a lot of noise going through one door when we can hear rumblings on the other side of another one. The next thing you know, they come pouring out upon us.
Dougal's closing all the doors behind him.
Okay. Good.
I will
all
listen
right.
then. At each door, I've got a 7 and 12.
Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming you're having these conversations back in the round room so that you're not standing in the hallway talking, especially since you were being stealthy. So yeah, you step back into the hallway with your torch and move down to the south door and you listen. Put your ear to it. It does not. I mean, it's hard. It's a very, very thick door. But you put your ear to it for a second, and you think that you hear what might be like some sounds that sound like they're maybe clicking, but very faint, and you're not 100% sure. It could very well be your friends, moving back on that metal platform, because it kind of sounds like that a little bit, but it's hard to really tell.
Okay. And that's to the door to the south?
That's the southern door, yeah.
Okay. What about the east door?
So east door, you actually hear it's very, very subtle, but you hear what sounds like wind, very subtly, like not a lot, but like a little bit.
Okay. That's interesting. All right. And then I guess the north one.
Okay. Okay. Let me just check one thing, because okay, no, it's not wind that you hear, because you got a pretty good listen on that. At first you think it's wind, but actually what you hear is what sounds like the lapping of water, like an echo of water. Like there's water, like not that there's water behind the door necessarily, but that somewhere connected to the door there's water. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Like not that the space is full of water, but that you can hear water in there. Into the north, absolute silence.
All right. I would go back to the party and tell them this. I heard a faint clicking to the south, but it could have been. It was really faint. It could have been you guys, really, or it could have been one of those. What'd you call them, Zinnia? Migo. Doing its clicking noise. So to the east, I heard water, and to the north, nothing. And I mean nothing.
Oh.
No, go ahead.
Zinnia shudders a bit and says slowly, well, if there's a chance that there's one of those monstrosities there, I mean, I'm honor bound to take care of it.
Yeah, but I mean, it could have been you guys moving on the bridge. We don't know for sure.
Well, if that's what it is down south, Panesta, we know, as we discussed, we should have Bale go invisible also and try the plan of trying to subdue one of these creatures and get that weapon away from them. If we go there first.
Right.
Well, I'm not sure if Bale will be able to resist their ability to put things to sleep.
Well, that is a chance that we must take. I mean, there's no.
I mean, it might not be that. It could be. I mean, it could be machinery. It could have been. It could have been my imagination. I don't want to say for sure that that's what it was.
Oh, we should go check it out then.
Well, I can make. Yeah, because the magician made you invisible, right? Breakhill?
Yeah, I think he. I don't remember. I think he just used the individual on me and him, but he didn't use the group one.
And he didn't use the group one, I don't think.
Nope.
He made Xenia invisible at one point.
Yeah, to fly around earlier. Yeah, he has remaining. He has the mass invisibility. I remember that he had said that.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you want, I can make Bale invisible, and if you don't mind, Bale, you could check it out, or we could wait and save it. I'd hate to do it and then have it just be me be jumpy. Because for sure, Bale is going to lose it as soon as he can smash something. So he'll lose the invisibility. So, and that's a good thing, Bale. I'm not criticizing.
Yeah, I mean, I will try to restrain myself appropriately, but I know what my job is here.
Well, if we can get one of those weapons away from one of those creatures, then I think we can finish it pretty quickly, and that will give us power to face any more of them we find, of course.
Oh, I totally agree. Like I said, I'm just afraid that I'm being, like I said, jumpy, and it's just nothing. But I can do it. I can make him invisible.
Well, it may be best to go north or east first, but then again, if it is one of them creatures down there, I hate to leave it behind us. I'm kind of like Dougal at this point. I think it would be best to just go there first and see.
Okay, I'll make him invisible then.
Xenia is gonna sheath her sword so that she doesn't give off any light to alert this creature of their presence. Also, I'm not sure if this matters, but I have a metal sheath.
Cool.
I
Fancy.
mean, it might not be the creature. Just so we're clear. Everyone now is assuming that because I said that, and I'm sorry. It was just a faint clicking sound. Just
Well,
so we're clear.
I mean, I assume that because I like to assume the worst.
It would be best, though, Vanessa, even though we are a little bit jumpy, to go ahead and check it out just to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, I'd be willing to go down. I mean, we don't have to use the invisibility spell on me. I'm willing to take the risk. I mean,
Well, I do not think you understand the extent of the risk. We have seen what happened before, but I do not believe you have any fear in you, of course. You just prepare yourself, though.
well, I've got the beeswax and the deer hair in my ears, so I think I'm sufficiently prepared for this, whatever this is, sleep or whatever you said that it does.
The sleep, but then if you see something in there and it tries to level a pistol of some sort at you or some sort of weapon, just like duck or dodge, or just flatten yourself against a wall. Don't let it hit you.
Or charge the creature. I think the key would be for us to charge it and get up close to it. Maybe it won't be able to use that weapon. This creature has 4 arms and he has scimitars too. I would rather face the scimitars though than I would this weapon he has.
Yeah, either dodge it or get right up on it before he can fire.
Yes, I mean, if you're hesitant about using your spell, I'm just offering myself.
And she'll smile at him and say, "Then I will take you. Go ahead."
Yeah, Dougal will stride ahead.
Okay. So you're not making Bale invisible? Oh, you are.
I guess not at this point. No.
Okay. So Dougal, you're gonna go. I mean, you can't see in the dark, right? So.
Yeah, just for the record, Brickhill will be totally opposed to not making Bale invisible right now.
Well, if that's the case, I can do it.
Yeah, she thinks we should just because to be prepared.
Okay. I will make Bale invisible. I will touch him on the arm and he'll disappear.
Excellent. So you want to walk down to that door, but I mean, I know that it's extinguish your light source, but walking down a hallway to a door that you can't see is not going to be super stealthy because you would very likely run into it. I'm just saying, you know.
I didn't say he was being stealthy. You just said
Can
he would
I,
go.
since I have infrared vision, can I like grab them by the hand and lead them down to it?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you bring them down, Dougal and Bale. Sure.
Dougal, this will probably be the only time I will ever hold your hand, so don't forget it.
Yes. And since you are holding my hand, I would like to apologize about earlier. I was probably, my words were probably not what I said to you earlier. Wasn't the best,
Well, sometimes people mistake my words also for things I don't mean or should mean, but let's just take care of one another now. That's what we should do.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll trust you. I mean, although I feel a bit like a sacrificial animal right now, being led to the slaughter, that's fine. But yes, I do apologize. I do mean that.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So you I'm assuming finished talking before you step out into the hallway to sneak up on something, and you make your way down to the door with the Brighild's assistance. You and Dougal, Brighild, and Bale, and you can definitely open the door. But since opening the door, since the door has been opened and closed many times, it's not going to make a loud noise doing it. But go ahead and make a roll a d6 to see if you can surprise the creature that's on the other side of the door. You roll a 1 or a 2, you'll surprise it. Nope. Okay. So yeah, you open this door, in the dark. Did you go back to around the corner, Brighild, or are you standing there with them?
Or she would probably be 10 foot away, close,
Okay.
as close as she can.
Yep. So as soon as they open the door, Brighild, you immediately see there are a lot of bodies in here. There's at least 6 bodies in here. They seem to be standing in the absolute darkness, like they can see in the dark, just like you can. And they seem to be manipulating switches and levers. But as the door opens, maybe some breeze comes in or there's a smell or something, they're going to spin around. And you see that there are a total of 6 of them. 2 that look to be like those Migo creatures, with the multiple arms, and 4 that seem to be humans, as far as you can tell with the infrared vision. Of course, Bale and Dougal can't see any of that. So nobody's surprised. Did you want to say or do anything, Brickhill, before we roll initiative?
You say human, actually humans like us, or just humanoid?
Well, yeah. I mean, you're seeing with the infrared, so it's not perfect. You would imagine. I mean, you've been down here. They're probably those Oon creatures. They look similar to that. They're not wielding those giant lightning guns. So they're just they've just got they have like hammers on their belts. And
what about the Migo? Can I see if they've got those rifles?
They do. Each of them has. They seem to be reaching for those pistols. Yep, they do. You don't see any scimitars on them though. You just see that they have the pistols. They don't have them in their hand yet. They're going to reach down and get them.
Yeah, Brickhill is going to yell out, "Shut the door and get back to the corner and let them come after us, and we can bottleneck them maybe."
Okay. So, that being said, so Rush, you guys moved up invisibly, opened the door, and of course you were not able to see in the dark. So Brickhild, from a little bit further back, was able to quickly tell you that the room seems to be filled with enemies, and she has yelled for you all to close the door and run and retreat. So I'm just going to start at the top because I'm sure everybody heard it because you said it out loud. Just to make it easier for me, I'm just going to ask everybody, what does your character want to do, Crystal? What's Zenya's plan?
Zinnia is gonna, hearing Brickhild say that, she's just gonna wait here at this corner with her hand on her sword, and like hopefully as soon as one of those creatures comes up, she'll just like swing her sword at it. Whatever comes up first.
So are you gonna draw the sword then?
Yes.
Drawing a two-handed sword and swinging into one action is a lot.
Okay, I mean, I'll draw, and if I can, swing on the second. But like, I want to be at the
Yeah.
corner, so they'll have to come up to me.
All right, so you're going to go around the corner, or you're already around the corner, I guess. You technically,
well-
based on what I said, everybody's in room 21. So you're going to draw your
Yeah.
sword and move to the corner. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
And attack if they
yeah,
come.
so that they can see and everything. Yeah, that'll make
Yep.
sense.
How about Brachial?
Well, a quick question, Crystal. Can you ping on which corner you're standing at? Because it's going to matter which corner I go to.
Here.
Right there by the 3.
Yeah, like right by that 3, basically.
Yeah, I'm
And I'll-
going. Bridio is going to run back up to right here in this area right here. So she's
Okay.
thinking when these creatures come down and go back to the west, maybe if she can get one from behind or something, hopefully.
Fair enough. What does Bale want to do? You are in the dark, although you heard Brachial yell, close the door. The room is full of creatures, retreat back.
Well, I'm gonna attempt to do as instructed.
Very smart. Okay. Close the door and backing up. How about Dougal? Good old Dougal.
Dougal is doing the same.
Okay,
Now,
perfect. Smart.
does this swing in or swing out the door?
It opens into the hallway.
It opens into the hallway.
Yes, you'll
Okay.
just have to slam it shut, basically. And Panesta.
I'm going to cast Mirror Image.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay, so since Mike got to roll the first roll in the hallway, the other person in grave danger is most grave danger is Bale. So Rush, go ahead and roll initiative for the group.
Roll an initiative.
Oh my god, they got a 6. You better get a 6.
I was about to say, at this point, do I even bother?
Yeah, see, well, if you get a 6, you'll beat them because of the dexterity.
Yeah, truth. Boom. Nope.
So close. Okay.
Oh,
So close.
All right. Okay, so what we know to be the Un creatures charge forward. Of course, you all are in the dark, but they can see in the dark. They're going to run forward and 2 on each of you and try to hit you before you can close the door. You see something. Defender is. No, I'm not going to give them any bonus. You know they're coming. All right, so they're going to charge at you. First is going to. I'm going to go 2 attacks against. 2 creatures, 1 each on. Let's see. Where are you? Okay. They are attacking with hammers and oh wow. Cool. Oh, sorry. Maybe not cool for you. All right, yeah, so they get 1 attack. That's not gonna hit anything with it. Well, I don't know what drum class is. That's an 8 and a 15. They are 2 hit dice. So the first one misses everything. The second one hits. This is on Dougal. His armor class 3.
Armor class 5 right now.
Okay, so it hits you. Yeah, so you're trying to close the door and you just feel this hammer like swing out at you and hit you in the darkness. Against Bale, a 19. Oh my god, and a 19. 2 19s in a row. That's going to hit armor class -1.
Yep.
I'm guessing that hits you. All right, yeah. So
Yeah,
2
you're guessing
hammers.
right.
Yeah, 2 hammers swing down on you, doing a total of 5 points of damage. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you are. Also, keep in mind, I think you might have damage reduction. I don't know if you remember that with your armor.
Damage reduction is 1.
Okay, so remember, it's 2 different blows. So you took a total of 5, so you'll take 3 because you'll get -2 because it's 2 different hammers.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So yeah, they're swinging, but because there's 4 of them and it's only 10-foot wide corridor, they're basically blocking the space. But you can certainly close the door, which I think was your action. And it's 2 of you closing the door, so
I got a quick question,
Yep.
Daniel.
Yep, go ahead.
I hate to interrupt, but maybe I missed something. I thought Bale was invisible still, or did he do something to turn?
I did
you
not.
are absolutely correct. So actually,
He's
Sorry.
hammering me.
Dougal. They're gonna all target Dougal. And so Dougal, you're gonna get hit.
For 5 points
Thank
of
you,
damage.
Tony. For 5 points of damage, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome.
Well, I mean, it might be important later. These days, invisible. No, that's absolutely true. He's invisible. They cannot see him.
Yes.
Right. So you would know that the invisible is working because they do not, in fact, attack him. They all hammer down on Dougal, who probably staggers back as Bale closes the door. I mean, melee happens first on your side, but of course, there's nothing to melee in a second. Spell casting's going to happen. Well, missiles, but nobody's doing a missile attack, right? Oh, that's not true. Hold on. No, yeah, you're closing the door. So I'm going to count that as a melee. So you can close the door. I'm just going to have you make since you're both doing it, we'll just do a test of strength. And you can get a bonus for what's your strength, Dougal?
13.
Oh, all right. And you're 18 strength, Bale?
With the stone, yes.
Okay, yeah. So you close the door. It's not a problem. Yeah, you guys slam the door, they stagger back. And then all the other actions that people made, the spells, moving into position, drawing the sword, and now you see some light shining behind you. All that stuff happens this round. And that will be the end of the round. I'll say that you can run up. You have enough time in second phase to move up if Dougal and Bale want to move. Besides closing the door, because they're not going to be able to come to the door until the beginning of the next round, because they already went. They went first, basically. They'll go second phase. They'll have to open the door essentially. So, does Dougal and Bale want to move, and if so, where to?
Let's see. Let me get rid of this so I can see.
Yeah,
what I'm doing.
You can see where it says 365, where the 3 is. You see light shining from that area.
That's where I'm heading.
Okay.
I'm heading towards the light.
And we were here originally.
No, you're at the southern door.
We were here.
Yep.
Okay. Am I on? So which side of the door am I on now?
You are in the hallway.
I'm in the hallway. Okay, I got.
I'm assuming that's where you want to be, right? Unless you want to be
Yes.
inside the room, you can be. Okay.
No, I wanted to go through.
Okay.
All right. So while I'm invisible, this is just. Do I want to move? You said, right?
That is correct, and then we'll do the next round.
Well, is there anybody in front of me? Between me and the bad guys, is there anybody else?
There is a door.
Right,
that
but
you
none
just
of
closed.
none of our party members.
That is correct.
So,
No party
so I'm
members
just gonna
that you
take
know
a
of.
few. I'm gonna take a few steps back, and as soon as I can, I'm gonna switch to my hammer.
Okay, you can do that while you're there then. All right, so Dougal runs back, being visible and all that. You switch to your hammer in the hallway, and then we'll come into the next round. At the end of this second phase of this round, the door opens up again. Maybe there's enough reflected light floating around that everybody can kind of see that. You certainly can hear it, Bale, because you hear the creatures kind of you hear them talking or they're actually they don't talk. So you hear the creatures kind of moving. You can hear their hammers and as the door kind of pulls open. But again, they are in the dark, so yeah, fireball would be nice right now. So okay, so the door opens. So currently, just so I have everything straight, Brighild is invisible and up here. Gotta put my right tool on. Brighild is invisible and right here with her spear.
Yep, right up here somewhere. Yep.
Xenia is around the corner with her two-handed sword, waiting. Dougal just ran back there as well. Vanessa's a little bit further back, having just cast Mirror Image. Aline's also back there. All invisible in the hall is Bale right here. And this door to the south just opened. So what does Xenia want to do?
Xenia is gonna hold her position for now. She's just waiting for them to come around that corner.
Okay.
She doesn't know that Belle is waiting invisibly.
That's right. Brighild.
Damn it.
Yep, I'm just gonna hold what I got and try to see what happens.
Okay. Bale. Waiting for them to come out the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna press myself up against the wall here, as flat as I can. How How many did I see in there? Or did I see enough? Well,
You saw
enough
as
to count?
nothing because
Okay, it
you
was
were
dark.
in the dark. Yes.
So my original plan was to let them come by me and then attack them from behind while everybody else attacked them from the front. But
Mhm.
I don't know how many people are going to come out of that door. So,
That is correct.
yeah, I'm just going to take a stance in the hallway with my hammer and wait for them. No, screw that. I'm still going to press up against this wall in case they shoot some crazy lightning gun bullshit down the hallway. I don't want to be standing right in the middle of the hallway.
Okay.
So I don't
Fair
want.
enough.
I don't want to be disintegration raid.
Yeah. Nobody wants that. Dougal.
Just readying my war club.
Okay. And Panesta.
Uh,
Uh-oh. I think
sorry, it wouldn't unmute.
I was about to say you cut out.
Yeah, that was weird. I'm gonna just draw my sword and stay back, kind of ready.
Okay.
Wait for them to come around. Yep.
Fair enough. Okay. I think we've got Bale roll initiative. So Rush, keep rolling initiative for us. D6. I got a 4 that time.
You and your rolling above 3. Ha!
Oh, all right. Yeah. Okay. I mean, they've got to come out unless you want to move forward. So you're waiting for them anyway. So you're going to they're going to get a move before you do anything. But
Yeah,
when they come around, stuff will happen. So the door opens and out come, because now there's light in here because of the two-handed sword is shedding light in 30 feet radius. So, it kind of is creeping around. You see the door open and you see 4 of these things, the copper-colored men with the black inset eyes and the long black hair with kind of the perfect bangs. They come out, they've got hammers, like small war hammers, not like your big old hammer. And they come out charging. I mean, they don't see you. But as soon as they step out, you can see them actually kind of put their hand up, like the light is not their friend, and they are going to charge up around the corner because they cannot see invisible. So there's a total of 4 of them. So I suppose that when the very first one pressed the corner, that is when Zenia is going to see them. Did you want to wait till all 4 go past you, Bell, or did you want to attack one somewhere in the middle of the group? And they're not closing the door. They didn't close the door either. They're not.
No, I don't think I want these guys to go tearing into the group because some of them are hurt. So basically, if I can, as soon as the first one gets to me, I just want to baseball his head.
The first one, okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
As soon as he gets
Make an
there.
attack.
All right.
You are invisible, so you can have +4 to your attack in addition to any other.
Oh shit! How do I do that with?
Just roll it, and we'll just factor it in. Don't worry about it.
We'll just factor it in. Okay.
We'll just say you hit 4 armor classes better.
Oh. All right. Damn it. Where's it? Okay. Great hammer. Blam. Oh shit. Well, I had AC 2.
Yeah, exactly. So it's good that you had that. AC 2 hits. Give me some damage. Oh, the damage is already there. 11 damage.
Yep.
Oh yeah. You and that guy's head he goes flying back into another one, and I'm gonna say the second one collapses based on because that guy only had 5 hit points. So I mean, you obliterated him.
Nice.
So yeah, he staggers back into the next guy, and I'm gonna say that next guy stumbles, but the other 2 are gonna run past. So there's one more on the ground near you, and of course you're visible now. So cresting around the corner, you see one of these guys. So Xenia is ready for attack, as is Brighill, but I think Brighill's waiting till they go past her. So Xenia, go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh.
Nice.
Misses. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, that kills that one as well. Yeah. So this thing comes running around the corner of this oon, and you shove your great sword through its gut, and it drops to the ground. Brighill, did you want to attack the last one coming around, or are you going to wait?
No, Brighill curses under her breath because she feels stupid now because she forgot to tell Bale to wait for the creatures with wings. When she sees Bale attack this creature and turn back visible, she knows now that he doesn't know the danger that's going to come through that door eventually. So she just stands there and curses herself as she sees Zinnia take one out quickly and hoping that they can handle that. But she's worried about Bale now going to catch unnoticed, but she curses herself for not telling him more. But yep, I'm just going to stand there.
Okay. Dougal, you were also standing up there next to Xenia. So the first one runs around the corner and gets a great sword through its gut and drops. Go ahead and swing at the one that you were going to.
You can do it, man.
You got this.
Yes! I got a 20.
And he got a crit. Go ahead, roll a d6.
Yes, he
with crit.
did.
Man, that pep talk y'all gave me was good.
Yeah. 2, okay. A druid's a cleric type, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's +2 damage. So you do 4 damage, +2, so 6. That unfortunately does not kill it, though. But you hit him hard.
Yeah.
It's
Just
still
took great
standing.
help holding my hand.
Yes. Did you want to attack this thing, Panesta? You were kind of standing back a bit, but I suppose if you lunge forward with your longsword, you could probably get a stab at it. Otherwise, it'll still be standing
Sure.
there.
Sure, I can do that.
Yeah.
Let me roll it. Yeah, that hits armor class -3.
That hits.
Yep, okay. For 7 points of damage.
That's enough. All right, yeah. So between the club over the head and the longsword in the gut, that one drops as well. There's still one more alive in the hallway at the feet of Bale. And of course, it's prone, but it's going to try to just get up. It staggers up. And also, as Brighild may have expected, Brighild sees the door's open. You see stepping through the door one of these creatures with the forearms, and it levels its ray at Bale.
Oh no.
Oh boy, 17. I know that's going to hit you. Go ahead and make a save, Bale. Come on, make that save.
What kind of save?
Death.
Is this a disintegration ray?
Yes, it is.
Oh no! Okay, I thought it was a lightning gun. Or is that the same thing? Okay.
Oh no, this is a whole different can of worms. You do
All
not
right.
want to miss this save.
You ready, guys?
God.
Boom! Ah!
Oh.
Wow. So Bill crushes the first guy coming through the door, and he stands over the other one about to look down. You look up, you see this creature with 4 arms and this crazy head with eyes flashing, or globes flashing rather, and it points this crystalline tube at you, and that's the last thing you remember.
Damn! And just like that.
And just like that, there goes Bale.
I was so close to the next level.
Wow.
Hey, just a question, Rush. Do you have any bonuses for death saves that you didn't figure in?
That's right. Hold on.
Yeah, because you're pretty dang close.
I had a 2.
It would automatically figure that in, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
I rolled a 10. That's how I got a 12.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, man.
Okay.
I failed it bad.
All right. Well, you get to be Helene, which is, very similar to the character you're playing.
Oh, no. Oh, no. It's not meant to be.
Oh, no.
Good Lord.
You are never making that. There you go. After only that many saves. Oh, my God. One of you guys just needs to get close enough to one of these things to take one of these guns.
Too bad we're not playing 5th edition.
Oh, man.
It's okay.
Actually, even if this was 5th edition, he would have died, because I think you'd have to make 3 failed saves. And he failed 3 times.
I still would have died.
Yeah. All right. I just dropped it in the Zoom chat. That's Helene. She casts 2. So the difference is, so instead of blah, 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 what's her thing? She cast 2 of the Cure Light Wounds already. And instead of Distinguish Alignment, she took a second Cure Moderate. So she has 2 Cure Moderates left, plus all the other spells. Okay. And of course, she has a Magic Hammer, which is very nice. Ooh, okay, so this thing steps out and zaps Bale. And of course, you see that, Brighild, as this round ends. And it doesn't move forward any further than that. It just walks out far enough to shoot him. It's kind of standing in the doorway, waiting to basically see what happens. And the copper creature kind of stands up and looks around and then starts charging towards the corner, where the part is kind of hiding in the back. And it's got like its hand like this down on its eye. But it seems like the creature is taking its time. It's not stupid. So, what's everybody going to do? Xenia, what's your plan?
Zinnia is gonna wait for whatever comes around that corner. She's gonna same plan.
You okay? How about Breakhield? Of course, you can see everything that's happening.
Brickheeld is going to scream as loud as she can, but she doesn't. She holds it inside, and the tears begin to well up in her eyes as she just stands there knowing that the death of Bale is all her fault. But she just stands there invisible, hoping that the rest of them continue to move back down that hallway away from what's coming towards them.
Aline, you're standing behind everybody now, kind of waiting with your hammer.
Helene gets this look of this angry look on her face. You being an Amazon, however, she'd found a man that that liked the same. She had something in common with. He liked the same kind of weapons, and he was confident, but not an egotist. And she grips her hammer tightly, but she's very aware. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking through the through the spells I have. She grips her hammer tightly, trying to figure out exactly what she can do. She knows better than to run right up on this thing after having seen what just happened. You said my 2 cure light wounds had already been casted?
Yeah, you used it. She used the 2 cure lights earlier. Oh, actually, I was married. So she has, instead of distinguished alignment, she took a second cure moderate. So you have 2 cure moderates. And instead of locate object, she took cure disease because of the zombie thing. Yeah.
Give me just a sec.
That's fine. You can figure her out
Sorry,
for a second.
you asking me between melee
Yeah.
or spell? Yeah, give me a minute because I need to look something up.
That's cool. Stand back. She's got a grief. Here. Yeah, Dougal.
Dougal's still readying his war club.
Okay. And Panesta.
Yeah, seeing what happened to Bela, yeah, I know what that means. So my mirror images and I will back up slowly.
Okay, into 21, further to 21. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Okay. For a second to figure out what we're doing.
Okay. I'm casting a spell.
Okay, perfect. All right, roll initiative there, Helene. Man, they got a 5 again. On rush.
Oh, sorry. I had to go look this spell up. Let me get back to the. Sorry, folks.
It's okay. You just launch your character. You're allowed to go a little slow.
Boom. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. So the copper creature runs around the corner. Xenia?
And I get 2 attacks this time.
Okay.
So attack number 1. AC 5 for 12 damage.
That misses.
Oh.
It means I rolled like 1 max and 1 not
Yep,
min.
I gotcha.
And assuming that doesn't kill it, I guess I'll hit it again.
It didn't kill it because you missed it.
Oh, okay.
AC 0 hits though. Yep. Yeah, it definitely doesn't kill it. Swinging the sword past the creature without touching it does not kill it. No. Okay, that does kill it though. So yeah, the second swing takes it out. Its head falls to the ground and it falls flat on the body, and you hear a scuttering sound of feet moving up as the creature is going to come up and move around the corner. So you all see in the light of the sword this terrible creature with the 4 legs. It's in one of its hands or forearms. It has a this pistol that you've seen before. Oh, some of you have seen before, and it comes up around the corner, kind of just past Brickhild. And actually, because of where you're standing, well, anyways, no matter what, you go first because you want initiative. Go ahead, Dougal. What you want to do? This thing comes around the corner with its. Yeah.
I'm gonna smack it.
It's doing the classic cop show thing where it's like.
Yeah, AC 7.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, I know. You swing your club, and unfortunately, it does not. It's just kind of maybe you swing too early because you see the creature and you're just like, "That's not natural," and you kind of swing and it misses. Panesta, you backed up. Is there something you want to do in second phase? Before, the way the creature's going to get to go first. But let me have it go. So it moves up. It's actually going to try to, because now it's in melee range. It's actually going to strike out with 3 of its claws at Dougal. No, at at Xenia, who it sees as a much bigger threat. Okay, 9, natural 20. 11.
Did it beat us? Did it beat us in initiative?
No, but they already went. Oh, you're doing a spell. Yes, you are correct. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't go.
You are absolutely correct. All the melee people went because I don't think Brickhill was going to attack. Or were you, Brickhill? Sorry, I didn't want to.
No, I mean, because at this point, her companions don't know exactly where she's at, and she wouldn't want to step in the middle of a spell going off or something. So yeah, she's just gonna hold what she's got right now.
Okay, so go ahead. Sorry, Rush.
No, it's okay. So Helene is going to step forward and holding this hammer, and they say that hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, and she'll take one of her hands off her hammer, and she just, in typical angry Amazonian fashion, she points her finger at this thing and just points at it, and she goes, hold on, I'm sorry. She goes, die. And she's going to cast command.
Okay, nice.
And it says that obviously the victim will not die, but if commanded to do so, but may fall down and enter a state of unconsciousness.
That sounds completely and utterly normal. That sounds like a good plan.
That's actually written in the book that way. So it says if they have an above a 13 intelligence or more than 6 hit dice, then they are entitled to a sorcery saving throw.
Okay, anyways.
Yeah, I figured it was.
Entitled. Yeah. Let me just make sure it's not just immune to such things. I don't think it is.
Yeah, I'm really hoping it's not, because otherwise that would suck. Die. No.
No, it is not immune to it.
Nice work.
Okay. I mean, I have to look it up, but it rolled a 2. No, I don't have to look it up. Obviously, a 2 is going to fail. Yeah, you point this thing at the creature and you say, die. And it actually just staggers back and it drops to the ground.
Nice. So.
Yep. Yeah.
Take that
so,
damn gun.
Yeah, at that, so you see this thing fall to the ground. Brickhild, Xenia, and Dougal are all right there. But Brickhild, you also see there's one more that now seems to be coming out into the hallway.
Ah, son of a bitch.
This one that just fell down from Helene's spell, is it still holding the rifle or whatever?
It's a pistol. Yeah, it's like right on the ground next to it. It's not like holding it. It's like on the ground. It let go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. You let go. Yeah.
So we can phase 2. We can do something now or not?
Yeah, you can do what you like.
Brickhill is going to run up there and grab that.
Do it.
Pistol.
Nice.
All right.
Do it.
Oh, Brickhill is pissed off now.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. She's gonna go all Jane Wick on him.
Doing that, will that turn me back invisible, you or not?
Nope, not unless you shoot the gun.
Well, I'm going to stand there at the corner as this other one starts coming down the hallway, and yes, I'm going to shoot it as soon as I get a chance.
Okay, I mean, even if it wins initiative, you'll be able to shoot it before it gets as far as it needs to go. So let's just roll anyways and go through the process. But no matter what, you're going to get a shot off first. So what does Zenny want to do? You just see Amigo fall dead in front of you, and you see the laser pistol go up into the air. And of course you knew Brighild was there, because remember the pistol doesn't turn invisible. So what does Zenny want to do? There's a sleeping Migo on the ground. Crystal?
Oh, you're muted, Crystal.
Oh, sorry. Does Zinnia know that the other Migo is there?
No.
Okay.
The only person that can see the Migo is Brighild.
She would step out then, planning to like plant her sword into that Migo's head. She doesn't know the other one's there, so.
Yeah, you don't have to step out. You can do it from where you're standing. It walked right up to you. You can just step out from where you are.
Okay. Yeah, she'll just like stab it in the head.
Okay, so Malay, Brighild, you're going to do missile, I guess. What about Helene?
Oh,
You see the thing fall.
Am I going to get
It's
to
next
go
round.
again?
Well, it's the next round because I mean, there's also the creatures. Yeah, they're not. They don't charge forward. They're set one very confidently, thinking that it would be fine, and then it just saw its friend fall to the ground. So now it's moving up slowly.
Well,
and of course you don't know that either. All you see is the one on the ground. So from the party's perspective, the only person that knows there's another Migo is Brighild. Everybody else thinks that you took out the one that was there, and you don't know if there's any other creatures.
All right, so you said I had to cure moderate wounds, and then you said I
them.
took another one instead of locate?
Right, you have 2 cure moderate wounds total.
Yeah, okay. In that case, does anyone look... I don't know, maybe I should hold on to those. You know what? She'll just step forward and help smash the head of this thing that just killed her lover.
Okay. Dougal.
Dougal will help smash this thing too.
Sure, I'll just like...
Yeah.
Vanessa, you were backing up with your mirror images when the priestess dropped this creature.
I'm not. She's not happy not being able to see what's going on, so she'll move up. She'll come back.
Okay. Yeah, they're all gathered around this thing doing like one of those things where you...
Yeah, I'll head towards them. Yep, I've got my images. I'll just go towards them.
Okay. So go ahead and roll initiative, Rush. Just no matter what, the creature's going on second phase, but I just want to know if it's going to go before the rest of the party members. You got a 3. What's your dex?
Her dex is 12.
Okay, you're going to go first. So, Brighild, as soon as you see these things step out the door, you can shoot because you guys won initiative. Don't miss.
Yeah. She just has a malevolent look that nobody can see right now. She takes aim at the one coming down the hallway.
Yeah,
Come on, first roll. First
You get-
roll of the night. Come on. 19 on the die, so I don't know what bonuses I will get, but that's at least a -5 AC.
Yeah, yeah. Because you're invisible, I was going to give you a +4. So, and yeah,
Shit.
you hit it. It's got a -1 AC, so it now needs to make a death save. 10. What does it save? I didn't even look the last time because I knew that 14 did it save. Okay. Yeah, you see Brighild, everyone there's about to smash the lance on the ground. You see, you hear like a zoof, and you see Brighild materialize. Brighild, what you see is this creature just pile of dust. And
She's going
go
to
ahead.
continue to move down the hallway, kind of like Clint Eastwood in one of his westerns, and start walking to that south room like she's ready for something else.
You know what? I'll let you roll for it. Tony, roll a save for the other disintegration pistol to see if it's still alive.
Just a straight D20, okay.
Yeah, stage 20. It's going to be gem.
On that 20.
Oh, all right, yes. So the creature drops, and then the thing just clink, clink, clink on the ground, and then you walk up like.
Yeah, I've got
Like
both of them. Two.
She's like,
Strap him to them long thighs.
nice.
Be a double gun.
Yes, you see this, and you smell the sniff of ozone, and Brighild starts walking down slowly, and you hear the. I mean, the other one's out for a full 6 rounds. There's no way you're not going to kill it, so I'll just say that you all just kind of stab it through. You do notice that its shell or its carapace is pretty hard, but once you start beating on it, it kind of it doesn't bleed. It kind of breaks open, and you see the whole entire interior of it kind of looks almost like wet mushrooms. It kind of just breaks apart as you kill this second Migo. Oh, well done. Cool. So you're out of combat. Currently. When you get down to the corner there, Brighild, you look into the room and it's empty. It's also dark, but you can see because you have the infravision. You can see that there's a whole bunch of which you spied really quickly before. There's a whole bunch of there's some stools, and you can see that there's like some switches and buttons and stuff all over the wall. The rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it look like anything that I've seen before? These switches and.
A little bit. Oh no, you weren't there. You weren't under the Snake Temple where they had the other thing with all the switches and buttons.
Nope.
I'm coming up that way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah. As you finish, they're finishing off the other Miko. Pernesta can head down there. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look exactly like that, but it definitely has that kind of technology feeling, like this kind of ancient magic that they call technology. That the Atlanteans and Hyperboreans seem to have mastered, and it's kind of been lost. You see, let's see, an actual box text. There's no box text on this stuff. Does it actually say what? Large machine with buttons, knobs, and levers line the wall. So it looks a lot like a little bit like that. Remember that one room that you walked into in the snake basement area that you guys were all like, "Oh, we're not touching that." And it also looks a little bit like the machine that you destroyed, and actually Brighild was there for that. That you destroyed with the strange triangular shaped creature.
Oh, okay.
Remember that guy? Yeah,
Yep.
It looks a little bit like that. Yeah.
Does it appear to be that guy's machine was manufacturing something as well? Does there appear to be anything being made?
No, if you're looking around for like like the slots like that had, you don't see anything like that here.
Okay.
I think you actually get. Do I have a handout for that? I think I have a handout. Maybe not.
When they all get to the room, Brighild is standing there holding those two weapons, and she looks back towards Pernesta and tears in her eyes, and she goes, "It was my fault. It was my fault that we lost Bale. I didn't.
No,
I was surprised seeing that many of them in there, and I didn't give him all the information that he needed to know."
No, it's not your fault, Brighild. He died bravely, and those creatures are horrific, and those weapons are horrific. And it is not your fault. It is that weapon that you carry.
Well, one of you should take one of these, and she looks towards Zinnia first.
Zinnia will nod and she'll say, I agree with Pernesta. Like, you didn't kill them. The Migo did. And she's going, are there like any ashes or anything left of Bale?
Yes. Sure.
Okay.
Oh, and also, did he have any like stuff
Yeah,
you
we're
would
gonna
have
do
to
that.
roll saves for, like magic?
Yep. Yeah, we'll have to do that. I just don't want to stop the combat. We'll do it when Rush comes back. But yeah, he has an Ioun stone. I know that.
I can still hear.
Oh, can you roll a? You need to
Yeah,
be able to
well,
roll
I can
saving
just
throws.
walk in there and roll. Yeah.
Okay.
I was only a few steps away.
Okay, no problem. Yeah.
Uh,
What do you have that's magical or had at
The
Bale?
only magical thing I had was the Ion Stone.
All right, so go ahead and roll a saving throw.
So it's just a D20.
Straight d20. It is stone or gem, and I'll give you a +2. So you're going to need a 16 or better.
I got an 11.
Okay, yeah. So it was disintegrated with him, unfortunately.
Is that
oh.
I was to say, is that the only gear I have to roll it for?
Anything that's mundane was absolutely completely destroyed. Only magic
Okay.
items had a saving throw. Yeah.
Bye hammer.
Yep.
Okay.
Uh,
that was all I had.
Zinnia would like to light an incense, and she'll like put it into the ashes of Baal, and she'll say a prayer to Her Lady Artemis to lead him safely into his afterlife, that he may rest or enjoy the feast of battle, whichever he enjoys.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you spend some time doing that, and you're exploring the room. It doesn't. There's lots of buttons. This is a control room. I think is what they're calling this. B22. Oh, this is the machine room. So there's like switches and stuff on here, but nothing that seems super. Large machine with buttons, knobs, and lines. Oh, actually, hold on. Lightning reaction controls. Okay, so 64C I bid. I'm trying to see what it looks like. So there's a bunch of buttons and switches, which, if you want to throw buttons and switches, we can mess around with that. Okay, so each control room has machines that line the walls, replete with buttons, levers, blinking lights, and gauges. You can see there's lots of like gauges with strange like writing and numbers that seem to keep going up and down and stuff. How much of that you'd really understand is hard to say. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look, this particular room actually looks like it's in, because as I mentioned before, most of this floor looks like it's been, seen better days. Like there's burn marks on the floor and the walls and there's scuffs and bangs and stuff. This room actually looks pretty clean. So either they were cleaning it up or it just never took whatever damage that the rest of the floor is taken. So it looks like it's in good shape, but you would have, at this point, you don't really know like how to operate this thing. So
Right, okay.
throwing switches would be completely random. And if you'd like to do that, I do, in fact, have a list of switches if you want to throw random switches.
I don't think
Would it-
so.
It would be best to just shoot these things and destroy this room, do you not think?
As long as you don't think that will bring the place down on us.
Well, I cannot guarantee that, but whatever foulness they were up to,
Absolutely. They're obviously just, if
I
they weren't
have a-
evil, they were so alien as to be evil. So
I
if
have
you
a-
want to destroy it, go ahead.
I have a quick thought before we do that. I don't object, but so far, everywhere we've been has been a mirror to the other room. So that makes me think that to the north of us, there's going to be another room like this, possibly filled with more of these creatures. So I'm not opposed to destroying this machinery, but I say let's try to deal with that first. Just in case lots of explosions alert everyone that we're here.
well, we can do that. Vanessa, you said it's appeared to be quiet in that room, though, did you not?
In the room to the north, I heard yes, absolute silence.
But it is probably a decent idea, what Zinnia says, at least to go and look there first before we try to destroy this one.
Absolutely. And Breakhill, please don't take Vale's death unto yourself, please. It's just, unfortunately, it's something that happened, but it's not your fault. And I'll just kind of pat her on the shoulder.
Well, maybe we can try to make better choices the rest of the way through here. I hope at least I can.
I hope I can make up better ones as well. That's all we can do.
Is my light still going?
Nope. Just went out. However, Vanessa's torch is still burning. So you're not in the dark yet.
Okay.
He still has about 20 minutes left on it.
And also,
Uh,
Crystal, did you take the other lightning gun or whatever it's called? Did you take it? when I offered it to you?
Disintegration pistol.
Yeah, disintegration pistol.
I know she'll let Panesta have it. I mean, she's not opposed to using it if she has to, but she would rather not because they belong to these creatures.
Oh, okay. I'll take it. I would assume Dougal, you don't want it, right? Because you could have it. I have other weapons.
What, those things?
Yeah, I would give it to you, and she'll hold it out to Dougal if he wants it.
No, it's not made of nature, though. He won't take that.
Oh, that's
Yeah. No, I prefer not.
okay.
Thank you for the gift, but no, I'd rather not.
How about you, Helene? Would you like a pistol of these creatures?
I think
doesn't
it would
want that.
serve best to stay with Panesta.
Yes,
doesn't
give it
want that.
give it to the bard. I have no use for such dark magics.
Xenia smiles a little bit at Helene, nods approvingly.
All right. Well, I will keep it, and I'll sheathe my sword and have the pistol out just in case we encounter more of these.
Okay. So as far as the pistols go, just so you guys know, they have a range of 120. There's no range modifiers. It just shoots that far, and it's always just a flat attack. One attack per round. And if it hits, of course, they have to make a death save or be disintegrated, or they take 3d6 damage otherwise. Each one has 28 shots. So I guess the one that if you kept the one that you used, it was fired twice, Brighild. So you would have 26 shots, and the other one has 28.
All right.
I mean, I guess your characters wouldn't actually know how many shots it is, but I just don't want to track it. So I rely on you to do that. And
Do you have to
you're
use,
fine.
Is it two-handed? Sorry, Daniel. Do you have to use
No,
two
it's a
hands, or
pistol.
can I carry my torch? Okay.
No,
Just
it's a
making
pistol.
sure.
You can shoot it with hand. The
Okay.
lightning guns were two-handed and big. These are small. They're only like 12 inches, I think. Which, I mean, maybe as big for a pistol. I don't really know. But
Are you okay with that torch, Panesta, or would you like to borrow my lantern? I have a hooded lantern with me.
Oh, well, maybe when the torch burns out, let's just. But yes, thank you for the offer.
Sounds good.
All right, north then.
Yeah, 12-inch barrel, 1-inch diameter. So it's big, but it's definitely one-handed.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you can do it. And I think they're close enough to things you guys have operated that we're not going to have any kind of penalty for using it.
Okay.
For any of the fighter types, anyways. Okay, yeah. So you're going to head up to the north door. Again, it looks like it's been open recently. Pretty recently. And upon listening, you didn't hear anything all last time.
Is it a big, like, heavy door? Or could
Yes,
I,
all
like,
the doors.
easily... Okay.
All the doors are big and heavy. Yep. They're big, they're heavy, they're metal, and they have imagine like a submarine door. That's basically what they look like.
Okay, how do you guys think we should go about this?
And is there still like 4 or 5 of you Panesta, or did that wear off?
It's
How long does it last?
14 rounds.
Oh yeah, it's over now.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's gone.
Well, we have nothing. That wizard is keeping quiet and staying invisible, but none of the rest of us can right now. I guess we just have to do it the old-fashioned way.
All right, well, I'll take point.
Okay. You can open up the door. Everybody else is going to kind of stay back a bit. Let's see what happens, I'm assuming.
Vanessa, I will stay close to Zinnia. If you want to try to cover the back with Dougal, in case something comes up from behind us, you can take care of that.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
You
And I'll
know,
go.
oh, sorry.
And I'll go back behind Dougal and Helene, I guess. But I have the light. Of course, you have infrared vision, right, Brighild, still, or no?
Yeah, that's good for like 8 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you've only been down here for like an hour and a half total. Maybe 2 hours max. Okay, so yeah, probably about 2 hours actually. So you come in, you can see this room. It opens up. It's empty as far as life. Like there's no creatures that attack you or ever. And it is different. Although that was a good point that there's been a lot of like mirroring things. This is not a mirror image of the other room. It is a little bit different. All right, so this is this room is cut like most rooms for most of it until that like far east side, like northeast area, is rough. But the beginning part, when you first look into it, is the standard marble walls like you've been seeing. In those marble walls, you see tons and tons of tiny holes. And on the western side of the room, so basically to your left, you see 6 black stone pedestals, 4 feet high and 2 feet square. Each has 6 small rectangular holes in its top surface. On the eastern side, the marble walls transition to a natural cavern surface. There's a multitude of small crystals covering the walls, but it also has some larger ones as well, like probably fist size, or maybe a little smaller than a fist size, maybe like the size of like a child's fist.
Zinnia kind of just takes a sigh of relief.
Yeah. And as your torch
Nothing
kind
in
of
here.
shining down there.
Well, no creatures.
The same size of fist as what was in that pedestal in the bridge room.
Yeah, I mean, if you come into this room and you start kind of looking at the crystals that are on the north side of the wall, you could find 1d8 plus 6 that are that size. 9 crystals that are roughly that size. The rest are all kind of small. Oh no, 1d8 plus 8, so 8. And you notice that you have a torch, and it specifically says when you move up, you can see that in your torchlight they like twinkle a little bit, which is different than in the other room where the globes on the wall, they were just kind of flat. These actually are like crystalline, kind of twinkly.
Well, I suppose there wouldn't be anything unless you want to open up that east door first. I suppose we could go destroy that machinery, Brighild.
Well, I guess, you did bring up the point about checking every room close by. So, yeah, it would be best to go east first then.
All right. I'll take point again.
Okay, yeah, you guys move down there, and this door has not been opened in a long time, so you'll need to make a test of strength to be able to turn the.
Can before we leave the room, can I take one of the crystals? Can I take one?
You could take up to 8 of them. That are that size because there's only 8 of them. But the other, you can also take smaller ones if you like.
I'll take 2 of them.
Okay. You have 2 crystals, 2 baby fist size crystals. All right, and then you guys move down, get into your kind of positions here, and open up this door to the east, assuming that you're able to make that test of strength. I'm sure somebody will make it. Yep.
I did.
Yeah, it's noisy, but you're able to, kind of crank it open. And then when you pull it open, this part over here to the east, that little thing sticking out, that's like a balcony, for lack of a better word. And you're looking down to a big open space. It goes down. It also goes up as you shine your torch in here, which is starting to burn out. Let's see.
I'll
Okay.
light up a torch off first.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Dougal.
Nice. Yeah, the fresh torch kind of lights up. And then somebody's like, yeah, isn't there some kind of connection between druids and fire? Branch. All right. So marble walls of this circular shaft glisten white. You can see you're on basically like an observation platform about 50 feet above the floor below you. There's a ladder next to you, the kind of metal ladder in the wall that goes both up and down. It goes up much higher than your torchlight will go. But actually, infrared vision goes pretty far. So if you look up Brighild, you can see it looks like it goes up eventually more than 100 feet, which I think is, I think your range is 120 feet.
Let me see. I think it's 60. Let me look real quick.
Oh, is it 60? Okay.
Yep, just 60 feet.
Okay, yeah, see, it's beyond, it's at least 100 feet. Okay, and then the center of the floor, so 50 feet below you, sits a 10-foot diameter crystal hemisphere. Reddish brown, coppery colored liquid is swirling around inside of it. And the whole hemisphere is raised about 5 feet off the floor by 6 metal struts, keeping it kind of off the ground. So you're kind of looking down, so it's a little bit off the floor. You're basically looking down like about 40 feet roughly, and you see this hemisphere in the center of the room, and you see like it's like a lava lamp in there with a coppery colored. It's like no sound though, of course. Otherwise, the room is empty, and of course, you take a second to kind of listen. You can hear the sound of it sounds almost like the very faint sound of water running, but you don't see any water in this room, nor is it wet in here. And there's a ladder that goes up and one that goes down.
If we the ladder goes down, it appears to go past 60 feet also.
The ladder goes all the way down to the floor, which is 50 feet down. So also you can just kind of barely see it. Yeah. So you can see that in the torchlight. I'll say, you hold the torch down. I mean, it's not like the light automatically ends right at 30 feet. So I'll say it goes down far enough that you can see it goes down about 50 feet. Up, though you don't know how far.
I want to climb up the ladder. It goes up. I want to climb up about maybe 20 feet and listen. Do I hear like the water? Does it sound like it's coming closer from that way, or does it?
Sounds further away.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go back down and tell them wherever that sound of water is coming, it's not coming from above us. It's somewhere else.
Coming from below, maybe?
Now I'm wondering that, or maybe what if there's some passage it's covered up or something around this room somewhere that's coming from on the wall somewhere.
It could be. It could be. Well, what do you think, Brig? Should we go up or down? Or should we go and destroy that room?
Well, I was thinking hastily earlier about destroying that room. I wonder if it would be best to just wait and keep our air of silence the best we can right now, because Zinnia made a good point about if we make some loud noise, it's bound to attract something from somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. If they didn't hear us fighting already. I found these crystals in that other room. They're about the size of that pedestal in the bridge room that go or that in that bowl. Do you think they are related?
Oh, that could be very well, yes.
How big is that hemisphere thing that's floating like down at the bottom of this chamber?
10-foot diameter.
Oh, it's big. It's huge.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's like a lava lamp snow globe. Imagine a snow globe, but like with a lava lamp inside. Like it's, yeah.
Well, I would think I think the way out of here is going to be up. So I would think it best that we go ahead and go up, unless you want to stick that gem into that bowl and see what happens.
Well, I mean, I would like to do that in some ways, but I know it's probably not all that smart, so I won't do that. But I will keep these crystals. If I get out one of the crystals and hold them like out towards the sphere, does it have any kind of reaction?
No.
No. Okay. Just try. Okay.
No, yeah. I had to actually think about it for a second. No.
Oh, do you want me to touch the sphere?
No, I don't think we need to. No, I don't think that'd be
You-
necessary.
Yeah, I mean, to touch it, you'd have to climb down the 50 feet to the floor below. Because you wouldn't, I mean, unless you have 40-foot arms.
I mean, it's possible there's something down there, like like Brighild says, a passageway, or
Oh,
I don't know.
maybe we should go down.
Did you want to just look before we leave, or did you want to just get out now that we have pistols?
Well, maybe we should at least go down there and look, search to see if there is a way out of there.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, wouldn't hurt. I would say nobody touch the hemisphere, though. I really don't want to find out what happens if you touch it. Well, with these Migo, it's going to be nothing good.
Oh, you know, you can't say that around me. You just can't. You can't tell me I can't do something and then tell me not to do it and expect me not to.
Dougal, I suggest that it would not be natural to touch such a thing.
I think it'd be curious, but I see your point. Although I am intrigued.
Well, that makes two of us.
So let's go check it out.
All right. And Xenia will begin to climb down the ladder.
Okay. You climb down. You all start to kind of make your way down the ladder. It's pretty sturdy, you know. You don't have a problem getting down to the bottom. As noted, this hemisphere is kind of raised up off the ground by some struts, about 5 feet off the floor. And you get down, and as you're down, you kind of like waiting for people to settle. You can hear that kind of very, very softly the water sound. It sounds like it's louder now, and kind of you look under in the direction of the hemisphere. Now your light's below. You can see underneath it, and you can see there's a grate on the floor, kind of a large grate.
Well, this looks familiar.
Indeed.
See, this is real tempting.
When you
Is
say
this-
large, I mean, is it like, I mean, more than human size? If you know, if you moved it, I mean, like in width and all that.
Yeah, you could fit through. You wouldn't be able to fit through the parts of the grate, but you could remove the entire grate and fit underneath it. It's probably like a like almost covers the entire 10 feet of it, like 8 feet ish.
Is there any heat coming off from this sphere?
I mean, when you put your hand real close to it, yes, but it's not like burning you. You know, I think if you touched it, it might burn your hand, but it's like very like it's warm, but it's not.
If I blow on it, does it vibrate?
No, it does not.
All right. So, what are you thinking, Brig?
Well, it would appear maybe the water is coming from down below into this grate, but I'm afraid to. I don't want to tempt and go under this thing here. What if we go up under it and it falls on us or shocks us all?
Yeah, I agree. Well, we've seen what's down here for now.
Oh, I'll go through the grate. I mean, it's not going to fall. I mean, if this is a trap, it's going to want to trap us all. It's not going to just want to trap one of us, right? If it's an intelligent trap.
I mean, I'm not so sure it's a trap. I'm just, but then that's also what worries me. Is I don't know what it is.
Well, and that's what not worries me. Since I don't know what it is, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going
Well,
to be
since
curious about it instead.
I say we be curious about it from afar and just head back up.
Or we can look in the grate. We know what's up there. We don't
Well,
know
I
what's
guess-
down there.
I guess you can go down there and look. If the thing begins to move towards you, I guess I could always disintegrate it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you can warn me.
All right.
We do
Well,
have voices. We do.
tie this rope
Hopefully
around your
we are compassionate to each other, I think.
Oh
tie
yeah.
this rope around your waist, and if need be, I can drag you back up.
Okay, I could do that.
Okay, yeah, I mean, if you want to get, I mean, this thing's only 5 feet off the ground, so you probably have to get down on your hands and knees or a stoop, but you can go up to the grate to, you kind of peek in there. I mean, you can't see very far. It definitely goes down, and you can definitely tell standing above it that there's this very faint sound. It almost sounds like if you were standing on a very tall cliff, like listening to the waves hit a beach below, like very softly, kind of what it sounds like. But it's absolutely pitch black, and it goes pretty far, you would imagine, because you don't smell any water.
Hmm.
And you
Are
can't
the
squeeze through. You'd have
sides
to
are
move the
the
whole crate,
sides
which would take more than
slick,
one
or
person.
is it sort of like rough stone?
Or bail, but unfortunately, too soon, I guess.
Yeah. Are these are the sides of this slick, or is it like rough stone?
The floor, it is.
Under yeah.
Yeah, it's marble. Yeah, it's nice, smooth, slick marble. Yep. It's not particularly wet or anything, so you're not sliding around, but it's slick. Yeah.
Okay.
And the grate fits in absolutely perfectly. You can see it's really welly. It's very well manufactured.
Okay. Well, I'll try worming my way into the grate.
Like just kind of, you can't really get through it without lifting it up and moving it. You'd have to move it to do that because it's not, it's your hand could probably fit through it, but it's small. Yeah.
Oh, it's a small grate. It's not like
I mean, the
big
grate
one we did
itself is
before.
8 feet, but it's the one the one in the lake was like 20 feet, and you were able to kind of squeeze through it. This one's like 8 feet, and the openings are maybe the size of like a brick.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now that I know the proportions better.
Unless you want to drink past this potion.
Yeah, I'll push it aside.
Okay, how tall are you? How strong are you?
13.
Okay,
I'll
make a
try
test of
to.
strength. Yeah, make a test of strength. See if you can get it. Yeah, you got 3 and 6. That's not bad. That seems reasonable.
Here we go. Test of strength.
Oh no.
Nope.
Good.
Well, good thing I'm not trying to impress people here, but
It's very heavy.
it's been a tiring day. It's been a very tiring day today. We've done a lot of fighting, a lot of swimming. You remember I swam back and forth today several times.
You absolutely did.
That is true.
Well, it would probably be best then we just go up and climb. Do you think you have the strength to climb?
I could transform myself.
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea right now.
No.
You say that it seems like the water sounds still far away off. I don't think we should go through that grate right now at all.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no point in risking you unnecessarily, Dougal. We'll risk you, but only when it's necessary.
Well, I don't necessarily see it as a risk. I'm just it's a part of learning, right? One does not learn unless one goes forward.
Yeah. Well, you know your powers better than we do. I suppose it's up to you in the end. Although for the record, I'm kind of with Breakhill. I don't know if it's a good idea.
So, okay. Well, I will, since I am trying to fit in with the rest of you, I won't ruffle feathers at this point then.
Well, we can always come back, and if you wish to continue down that way, or.
Well, I could, I could try and form myself. No, that's fine. I mean, like you said, this isn't going to go anywhere, I don't think. I mean, it's not like it's going to get up and walk away.
No, I have a feeling it's been here for quite a while.
And now this sphere, this globe, this might walk away. This we might want to investigate more.
Well, we can take a closer look. I just don't want to touch it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's best if we just climb up and let this remain a mystery for now. I mean, we may come back, you never know, but maybe above us there'll be more information or a better understanding of what we're doing.
Yes.
Well, before the rest of you come to climb up, let me go first since I can still see in the dark and try to see where it leads first, so you don't bring any further light into that area that maybe would give surprise to someone up there.
Just be careful.
I smell the globe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's warm, and you can kind of, it has a bit of a metallic smell to it. I mean, it's copper inside of it, you would imagine. It smells like copper.
Yeah. It's metallic. What could go wrong? I kind of reach out my hand.
Yeah, it's warm. I mean, when you touch it, it's warmer than you think it would be based on how warm it is. Like when you put your hand like this far away from it, like it feels warm, but when you get real close, it starts to get very hot. Like it seems unnatural, like how quickly it gets hot when you're that close to it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's just wrong.
Indeed.
Yes, this shouldn't get as warm as this should.
Well, I hope your curiosity is satisfied for now.
Well, it's reacting to us, which means it's intelligent. Or it shows some form of intelligence. Or it's just reacting to my heat.
Maybe.
Do you think it's some sort of power source, Dougal?
I don't know. I'm not that smart.
Me neither, but it is fascinating.
It is.
All right. So, Brigild, you climb up, past the platform and kind of as they're kind of investigating this thing a bit. I mean, you can move up, and when you get up a bit higher than the platform, you see that probably roughly 120, 130 feet above that platform that you came in on, there's basically a ceiling. It's dome shape, and it looks to be sealed, completely sealed shut.
Oh,
but the ladder goes right up against it. Yep.
Yeah, I can say when I climb that ladder, it just kind of dead ends into the ceiling, huh?
That's right. Yeah, I mean, you can see that like the dome ceiling, it's seems to be like sitting there. Like you can see a seam, so it's not completely sealed, but it's so maybe it opens or something. But you would, I mean, it would take a giant to be able to lift it because it's a huge piece of
I want to look to see if there's like a hidden, maybe an inner panel in it or something that would open up for human size.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking around. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's basically sealed shut. If it opens at all, it'd be a mystery as to exactly how it opens. Probably some kind of magic or technology.
Yeah, she'll start climbing back down, and she's thinking to herself, Dougal's going to want to come investigate this now.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes back down, and then she tells the rest of them what she found, and it just perplexes that there appears to be no way possible to go on past, to get past the dome.
Well, we could either go back to the way we haven't been yet, or we could try that gym and see if anything changes.
Certainly we can try the gym.
Okay, well, let's think about that for a few minutes and let's take a break because it's 9 o'clock. So let's do a 10-minute break, and when we come back, we'll figure out if you guys want to mess around with the gem or the grate or what other shenanigans you guys can get into. All right, we're back under the magical lake on Crystal Point, and party is in some kind of, for lack of a better word, like a silo, long tube going to the top. It seems to be sealed at the top in some way that Virgil could not, make out any means to open. Bottom is a strange coppery lava lamp with a grate underneath, and of course, you guys are kind of climbing back up onto that original place where you came in on the 50 foot off the ground. So yeah, what would you like to do? Where are you guys headed?
What room are we in again?
You are in B24, and you are right here. Oh, no, I can't click on it. You are right at the left side of the room, the west side. Let me reveal the little compass thing here, because I keep saying directions, but you guys can't see it. Oop. Yep, that's where you are. Brickhill does climb to the top and saw that there's no means to open it, as far as you can tell. At the bottom is that grate. It seems to drop down pretty far, because you hear the soft water sounds below. And of course, to the west is the door in which you came into the room. Where would you like to be or go? Just a refresher, I guess, before I say this, just in case you forget what's happened. Where B7 is, that room is currently blocked by one of those translucent, we'll call them barriers, that you guys had smashed with the magic dagger before. So you'd have to somehow bypass that if you wanted to go into that room. Just off of B14 to the northwest. Brickhill did look down there, and it looks like there's a collapse, so that you'd have to make your way. You'd have to be able to jump or climb or something to get past some kind of water that's smashed through. Doesn't look completely impassable, but definitely not going to be super easy. And on the other side of that is a door. And in room B6, there's 2 sets of stairs going up that you did not explore as of yet. Otherwise, yeah. What is the plan?
I guess we go back to that first room where we swum in from and go up one of the stairwells, unless one of y'all have other options. I don't, like Vanessa and I have said, I don't think we should mess with that blocked room, trying to go through it, and one that went far south.
What is it exactly? Again, remind me, that we're looking for down here?
The Lost Treasure of Atlantis.
So Helene would say, well, I don't want to say common sense, because that sounds like I'm being derogatory, but I know that if I had valuables, I would definitely keep them locked away or behind some kind of doors or barriers or whatever like that. So it seems that B7 is B7. Listen to me. The room with it seems the room with the barrier has a barrier for probably a really good reason. It could be trying to keep us out or to keep something in. I don't know, but it's worth the consideration.
Rikio crosses her arms and looks at Helene and goes, well, I guess take your hammer down there and see if you can bust through there then.
Well, Panesta, did you want to use those crystals on that round room that we came out of?
I mean, I want to, but what I want to do and what I should do are probably 2 different things. I don't know what it would cause. And as I was just telling Brickhill, or Dougal, I don't know if I want to bring the place down on our heads. I mean, it might not, but it might.
True. But also, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't have something that would cause an imminent self-destruct, would they? I mean, they have preservation as well. They have goals that they want to achieve.
Well,
But
you know more about these creatures than any of us. I mean, are they able to just phase themselves back to wherever their existence they're from?
They come from the Underborea, I don't believe that they can simply phase back there. No, they can in the Gulf. Twist the Gulf around them that they may move freely about it, but in this place, as far as I know, they do not have that ability.
They are creatures of darkness. They will do whatever their master wishes of them.
I mean, I'll put the thing in the bowl. I'm willing to do. Just so y'all know.
I'll admit I'm slightly curious. I mean, I did put that copper piece in there earlier. So
You did actually, yeah. So yeah, did you want to remove the copper piece, or are you just going to leave it in there?
No, she'll go ahead and take her copper piece back.
Because you reach in and grab the copper piece.
Oh God. Yes, she'll reach in
Okay.
and grab the copper piece.
All right, you scoop it up.
Okay.
All right. And then you're gonna what? Do what with the crystal?
I look at Brig and I'm like, what do you think, girl? You and I, we've been through a lot. What do you think?
We're going back to, is it in B23 though? That's where you want to go to do that?
No, 21. In B21 there was that
B21.
pedestal.
Oh, 21,
with the,
okay.
yeah.
It has the fist-sized. I'm right in that, right? I didn't mishear you.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep, like an indentation. I'm thinking one of the crystals might go there, but I don't know what it will do. So, just asking.
Well, I say yes to try it, but maybe let me and Dougal stand and keep one of the doors open in case it tries to seal the room off.
Okay.
What I'm afraid of is that it's some sort of. Oh, sorry, Daniel.
No, go ahead. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, is that it will seal off and all these lights will come on and it'll like float away like some sort of metal balloon. That's my fear, actually.
Well, just be careful in trying it. But like I say, Dougal and I will stand on the west door and try to brace it in case it tries to close.
All right then. And Pedesta the Bard will try to put the crystal in the slot. See if anything happens. Maybe nothing will happen.
Okay, so you're going to go into this room, walk across the middle bridge, and put the crystal inside. It does seem to be approximately the right size. Where's everybody else? Which door are you holding open, east or west?
Let me get over and I'll ping it. This one,
Okay.
the west side.
So west. Okay. So I'm assuming the rest of the party is going to be out there as well. So Panessa's just in room 21 by herself with the crystal. Correct?
I'll stand. Zinnia will stand like here-ish, since like there's already two people holding the door. She's curious what's going to happen too, so she'll watch as Vanessa does this.
All right. You're standing in the room as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So you take the crystal and I mean, strangely, because it looks like a naturally formed crystal, but when you put it into the indentation, it fits nearly perfectly. And
okay.
yeah. Right. It doesn't appear that anything seems to have changed once you put it in there. It just kind of it fits, but none of the little balls on the wall light up or anything. You don't feel like you're floating away like a balloon. People in the hallway, you guys don't see any difference to the room. It basically seems to be the same.
I wonder if that room with all those switches and knobs have something to do with all this. Well, I'm not brave enough to go around flipping switches and knobs, that's for sure. I've made that mistake before.
The doors aren't moving.
That is a good thing.
Yep. Well, I guess nothing happening is okay. But at least I tried.
All right. So, which set of stairs, or through the crystal wall? Where are we going?
Well, we know that there were stairs. Brickhill and I saw stairs in the upper level, right? Way back when we first came in here. I don't know if they go there or not.
Well, I mean, it's. I say we take the stairs. I don't like the idea of going through that crystal wall. I say we take the north stairs.
Okay. Brickhill also wants to do that, right? So, are there
Yeah,
any
that'll
other
work.
votes? Any other votes against it? I guess if you guys going to be Democratic. Helene's a hireling, so she's just throwing shade at you. It's just,
No,
so
she just offered some
no,
advice, and
yeah, I'm just messing with you. Are you leaving the crystal in the indentation there? No, are you taking it with you?
I'm gonna take it.
Okay, you just gotta scoop it back up.
Yes.
Okay. All right, yes, you scoop it out, you come back out, and I'm assuming Duel is sticking with his regular plan of closing each of the doors as you go through now that you don't need to leave it open anymore.
Yep.
You move back into room B6, which is, as mentioned, all those little pillars are basically, you can see they're like clear, and there's these copper coils inside, and you see what appears to be like lightning racing up every once in a while. So the room basically has light as you're making your way through. But your torch is still burning at this point. You come up. Let's reveal all this parts probably easiest. And yeah, as you kind of come up here, no matter what side you go on, you would see this. You see the stairs coming up. I guess you wouldn't see technically. Are you going to come up the north side of the stairs or the south?
North.
yeah. So I think they said north.
Okay, perfect. These statues, by the way, are. They are Atlantean women in long regal gowns, although they've been vandalized. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Vandalized in what way?
So you see, well, it's written in Atlantean, so you don't really be able to interpret it, but you can see written for a good time call. No, they're like smashed up. Sorry, yeah, they're like smashed up basically.
This is a family show, Daniel.
As you come up the north, as you come up the north set of stairs, my mom watches this. I'm in trouble now. You actually see that right here, there is a hole in the wall. Not like a cheap bar, but like a hole in the wall.
Does it appear
Do I hear counting
like
behind
new?
it?
I'm sorry, Tony.
I was gonna say, does it appear like it's fresh or like it's been there a while or?
No, it has been here for a while. Where's this thing? It's okay. Sorry, I'm trying to find where it says where it is. But no, it's been here for a while. It looks like that it's it's natural, or it appears to be natural. Eastern wall appears to analyze relief and analyze. Oh, natural rock stair connects the upper ground. Okay, okay, here we go. A fissure in the northern corner, barely 3 feet wide. Yeah, it looks like it's been there for a while, and it's like a crack in the wall, and you can see how narrow it is. It's like if you point your torch in there, it's not a straight line either. It kind of like zigzags a bit. It looks like it's possibly the earth moved or something and caused basically a crack. But it's been there for a while. It doesn't look like it's new.
Well, it'd
just
probably be
because-
best to stay out of that way. We don't want to go down that way, I don't think.
Yeah, I agree. Zinnia will continue to walk around.
Don't
Okay.
want to go down there. Why wouldn't we?
Well, it doesn't look like anyone goes that way, for one.
Well, that might be a good reason to go there then.
Well, if there's nothing else, maybe we'll consider it. But for now, let's see what the rest of this place holds.
Okay. So you're going to move into this space. I'll reveal the whole thing shortly until I walk over. Let's see. Okay. So when you come up into this area here, the eastern wall, which would be to the right, bears a vandalized relief of an Atlantean presenting a lightning bolt to a Hyperborean. The remaining walls shimmer as if reflecting water, which can be heard flowing from down the northern and southern passages. A natural rock stair on the western wall connects to the upper. Yeah, we wouldn't see that yet, but it connects to something upstairs. And of course, as mentioned, there's this. So there's a set of stairs here. It's like a spiral stair. Right here. Oop.
Well,
And there's a vandalized relief of Atlanteans and Hyperboreans here. And as mentioned, there's this fissure in the wall.
well, it doesn't look like anything's here except stairs. So,
Stairs going up, I should say.
what do you think? You don't want to let Dougal investigate that fissure before we continue up Brighild?
Well, there might be spiders or something lurking down there that would web him up quick.
True.
But if he's intent on it, I mean, let him go, I guess.
Dougal?
Oh, it's just a peek. I mean, we're just checking it out,
Take a
right?
peek.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, Dougal.
Yeah, I want to.
All right.
Okay. Do you have some sort of light that you want to?
I'm taking
Actually,
my
you
torch.
do. You do have a torch. So is everybody going to stand in the dark, or do you guys want to light something else while Dougal leaves?
I'll go ahead and grab my lantern and light that up.
Okay. Yeah, you're firing up your lantern. Dougal's got about 20 minutes or so left on his torch, so he feels pretty comfortable. It doesn't take long, Dougal. It's a skinny corridor, but you're a fizzer, I should say. But you're able to kind of get through it pretty quickly. It's only about 20 feet. And as you kind of pop into the space here, you can see that it opens up into a room.
Oh,
There you go. I guess you wouldn't take the to be able to see that part of it, but it's fine. Strangely enough, B19 is written on the floor. It's so strange how they write numbers on the floor of this place.
No, right?
Yes.
Let's see.
Well, they have to remember where they're at. You
Yeah.
know.
So this chamber's hatch rests ajar, as you can see. Scores of tiny holes riddle the dirty marble walls. Next to the door, the room features include 6 black stone pedestals, 4 feet high and 2 feet square. Each pedestal holds 6 egg-sized crystals. Okay. 3 of them glow faintly. The rest appear dark and cracked.
yeah.
So the egg-sized crystals are basically, similar to what you pulled out of the other room.
Yeah.
On the room's western side, hundreds of tiny crystals, including some egg-sized crystals, seem to grow on the cavern wall. But more importantly than all of this, floating in the area are
Giant spiders.
seven jellyfish, which is strange because they're floating in the air, so like air jellyfish. And they are basically. Oh, hold on. Let me see if they're surprised. Roll a d6 to see if they're surprised. Because if they're surprised, they will have. You'll just kind of get a 7 beholders.
Oh,
Let's give a d6 roll. Oh, no, they're not surprised. So, yeah, they're going to start moving towards you as soon as you step in the room. They're
Okay.
kind of like. I mean, you're going to get to roll initiative against them, but they're like over in this area. They seem to be like hovering in front of those crystals.
Right. I think I'll leave now.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna run, and they're gonna go towards you. So let's roll initiative. See if we can get away from these things before they. They got a 5.
I got a 1.
Ah, okay. How fast are these things? Oh, they're super slow. Oh no, fly 30. Okay, well, that's slow. All right, let's just see. They flash an intense red glow as they kind of move towards you. There's a bunch of them. But we're going to say, I mean, they're spread out all over the room, so I'll say 2 of them will move towards you first. Each one attacking. Trying to sting you, because you know jellyfish. You know what jellyfish are. So
Yes.
go ahead and roll a transformation save, because the rest of them are flashing, and that might disorientate you.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
you're
a
going to be
fail.
minus. Yeah, you'll be -1 on your attacks if you want to attack. Although it seems like you're not attacking. And the
No.
2 are going to move up on you. One rolls a 3, which is terrible, and the other one 2. Wow, they are not very good at hitting things. They kind of, the jellyfish. They kind of move towards you, but you kind of dodge out of the way and run through the fissure. Out in the hallway, you guys hear Dougal moving very quickly through the space.
I'm gonna ready shooter.
What did you find, Dougal?
For Dougal, he was running through.
I mean, yeah. Like, I mean, once Dougal comes out, if he's moving quickly, I'll ready shooter just in case anything comes through that hole.
Something that appears to be like jellyfish, but they're floating in air. And I think they were protecting their nest.
Well, it would appear that you wisened up and decided to leave them behind.
Yes. Well, there was many of them, and it's a little disorienting because they flash colors.
Yeah.
Red.
Let me just make a roll to see if they're going to follow you. Because you ran out of their lair pretty quickly. Okay, it doesn't seem like they're following you. As you run out, you ready shooter and you're waiting. Nothing seems to follow him up. So maybe he's making it up.
Nice try.
Yeah. Well, why don't you transform into one of these jellyfish and see if you can infiltrate their nest?
Okay, you're right. There wasn't anything there. Let's just go on. Although there was a room that the jellyfish were in, and there was a door that was ajar. But fine, if you guys want to just ignore the jellyfish and the glowing eggs, that's fine with me. And the crystals. There's crystals growing on the wall too. That was also very interesting. However,
Wait.
what I found very frightening was all these tentacles and flashing red lights. I shouldn't say frightening. I mean, at first it was intriguing, but when they started coming at me, then I found it a little frightening. Well, scary, not frightening. Frightening's almost too intense.
I see.
Yes. Well, you understand. I mean, it was out of the ordinary.
Yes.
I mean, they're flying jellyfish.
Not natural. I understand.
Yes.
Zinnia just kind of gives Brighild a look.
Yep, Brig is just in there with her arms crossed, listening to Dougal's story, and goes, "Well, I guess we go up the stairs then."
Suppose we do.
Well, you don't want the glowing eggs? I'm sure they're worth something.
That's terrifying.
That's exactly what I saw.
Jeebus.
Would they be worth those tentacles is the question, Dougal. The glowing eggs.
I like the 80% eyeball.
Okay, yes. So yes, they are quite frightening. Okay, yeah, so you're going to ignore those for now.
I think we might ignore those permanently, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're never going to go there ever again. In fact, I think we should just never talk about this.
Yeah, but
But
there's a door
But
back
there's
there.
a door, yeah.
I was gonna say, I mean, we can get through there. I mean, if one of us were to distract them,
Hmm. Well, if we're desperate enough, as in we're all about to die and there's absolutely nowhere else to go,
well, and
we'll
if
consider
our
it.
invisible friend were to make us invisible, I'm sure we could pass through there.
Hmm.
Well, I could do that tomorrow. It's
Thank
really
you.
frightening. Okay.
It is frightening. That's what I was saying. But that is an option besides going up the stairs.
I guess, Dougal, if we encounter any of those Migo, you can take off running back this way and run into that room, and maybe those jellyfish will
I
attack
don't
it.
run away from everything. Why does people think I was running away from it? I mean, there was 6 flying jellyfish. I mean, I was clearly outnumbered.
With knives.
Well, those Migos have pretty hard carapaces. What if we were to, well, we could figure out a way to like protect ourselves with them. We could scoot underneath the jellyfish, and their
Cool.
tentacles would hit the carapace if we wanted to. We could harvest their,
eggs.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I
I
mean,
guess
like,
it's just an idea.
is that something that we should do? Would it disturb their nest? I mean, druid?
Probably not.
What? Are you challenging my beliefs? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking
Why is
you.
this coming down to a theological debate all of a sudden?
It's not. I'm like
I
legitimately.
thought we were in here trying to
curious.
find treasure, and suddenly I'm going, hey, there's a possibility of treasure, and now you're making this a theological debate?
That's not what I was attempting to do, but okay. All right. Well, I say we go up the stairs and we leave the jellyfish be for now.
Oh, that's
I
fine
agree.
with me. I understand. But from one treasure hunter to another,
Well, I've come here to slay evil.
yes. And that's why we were shipwrecked, because you were here to slay evil.
I
Looking
am
for
but
a treasure.
I am but an arm of the council. They tell me where to move, and I do so.
Yeah, well, I got a fist for your counsel someplace.
Aline just raises an eyebrow like The Rock.
All right, so you're gonna move. Who's going up the stairs first?
Xenia will take point.
Okay.
Are we at the
Got your
spiral
lantern.
staircase?
Yep.
Okay.
Right over there and before. Okay, so you work your way up the staircase. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, you come up to the top of the stairs and you shine your light and you see this very large chamber. Obviously, you don't see all of the stuff you don't see, but I'm just going to leave it lit up, like covering it. But you are over here. And I will let you know what the room looks like. That is A2. A2. Let's see.
I'm still on map B.
This oh. Well, I'm not letting you see because you know clearly I knew that. All right, hold on a second. Thank you. I guess now I can take the chance to cover it before you get there. But I already revealed it, so I was like, whatever. All right. Oop. Okay. So you are, of course, to the left. Remember that spiral staircase where it says stare down to before. All right. This is a voluminous chamber. This voluminous chamber arches to 45-foot height. It features a large balcony overlooking what's the water. Basically, you're looking down into the room where you just came from. 80 feet below, a waterfall can be heard, where it cascades into a pool another 50 feet down. Spiral stair of natural rock on the western wall descends 70 feet, which of course you just came up. Another stair on the eastern wall ascends through barred iron doors. Oh, okay, no, you don't see that from where you are. Forget about that part. um, oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, well, since you're throwing light, you definitely can't surprise these things, but they could surprise you. Roll a d6 there to see if you're surprised as you walk up the stairs.
6.
Okay, you are not surprised. You go up the stairs, you shine your light, and you see stepping out from... Oh, no, hold on, they're dead. I guess they're not. You see stepping out from here and here, 2 of those Migo creatures. And they are drawing their little pistols, and they do not look happy to see you. So what would you like to do?
I'm
You were not
quickly
surprised.
I'm quickly going to grab the incendiary oil from my pouch. I have a flask of Greek fire that explodes upon impact, and I'm just gonna hurl it at one of these things, whichever one is closer.
They are equally far away. Okay, well, I mean, that's going to make you go on phase 2 for sure. Especially since you are carrying a lantern and just come to the top of the stairs. Okay. And you don't call down to anybody else and tell them what's going on.
Oh, yes, yeah. I'll say Migo. Migo.
Hello.
Two Migo.
Yeah.
What do you want to...
Well, I mean, we'll be kind of stacked behind her where we can't go past her, right? If we're on the
That is
stairs.
absolutely true. That is true. Yep.
Like if I could move up. I don't know, because like I'd
Are you
imagine
going to run into the room?
Well, yeah, I don't want to block my friends from being able to get up to help me.
Okay, so you're going to run into the room,
I-
then pull out your incendiary oil, and then throw it.
If that's possible, yes.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm going to draw. I'm going to run towards I can't seem to draw for some reason, but I'm going to run towards. Oh, there we go. That one.
I don't see what you did. North
Really?
or south? There you go. Now I see it.
North.
Okay, yeah, also, you're going to have to be much closer anyways, because I don't think you can throw that far. Each one of those squares is 10 feet.
Okay.
You probably can't throw more than about 30 feet or so. So, yeah, okay. So you run towards the one to the north. So, yeah, well, you're going to do that if you win initiative. Brighild, so you hear her yell, and and you see that she's starting to move. What is your plan?
Yeah, seeing that she's going to move on up to let us up, she's going to move up and try to get in this room and use the pistol on one of them and yell back down because she know probably Panesta's last, so she's going to yell back down at Panesta to come up. There's Migos up here. She says.
All right.
Okay, where are you going to go in the room, Tony? You're just going to step right
well, once I
thing?
walk into this room, I'll recognize it, of course. So.
Yep.
If I see her go to the north, then I'm going to take aim at the one on south. So just step in enough, like probably to where it says that 2 or something like that, just off the stairway.
Okay. Fair enough. And Panesta, okay, so we'll just go through. Helene, you hear Brighild calling for Panesta and the alert that there's a Migo up here.
Yeah. So the moment she hears Xena go, Migo, Migo, she's gonna be like, yes, you go. Oh, and then she runs up the stairs.
Okay.
She gets to the top of the stairs and just gets right inside the door and clutches her hammer, knowing, despite her ego, once she sees those creatures with the lightning guns or whatever they are, she's going to kind of wait and see if others are going to use their thing. So she's going to basically hold her action.
Okay, she's going to stay basically out of the way.
Yeah.
And what about Dougal?
He's just going to stick to the side. Let those with the better weapons.
Fair enough. Staying out of the firing line. Panesta?
I'm going to come up to the top of the stairs and kind of get ready to shoot those guys.
Okay, just right to the top. So basically right behind Brighild?
Right behind Brighild, yeah.
All right. Making the front line. Very good. All right, well, I will let the bold go first. So, Crystal, roll initiative. to see if you can beat these guys on initiative. I mean, you're going second phase anyways, but ooh, they got a 1. Nice.
4.
All right, yeah. So you run towards them. They're kind of drawing their weapons. Brighild, your neck, you kind of step up. I mean, nobody's meleeing, so we'll go right to missile. You step up and you see these things pulling their weapons, and it's within 120 feet for sure, so you can definitely take a shot at it.
All right. That is armor class 1.
That misses, unfortunately. Our AC is -1. You shoot and the blast flies past this thing, just barely missing it. Podesta.
Okay. Take a shot. That hits, let's see, 16 plus 3, 19, -4.
That hits. Okay. It rolls a 10 on its save, which is a failure. All right. Which one did you shoot? The same one Brighild was aiming at, or the one that I was quite close to that Xenia was running towards with her?
Probably the one that she was running towards. I probably wouldn't have shot the same one that's Brighild.
Okay. Cool. So then you run to about right here, and you reach into your pouch to start to pull the thing out, and you feel like a breeze, and then you smell ozone, and the Migo that's up here is vaporized into dust. Unfortunately, this guy's still up, so he's going to take a shot at one of y'all. And you're all kind of in range, so I'm just going to roll randomly. He's aiming at Brighild, and he rolls a 5. Probably not going to hit anything, but you never know with these guys. That his armor class is 9, so that's probably not going to hit you, I'm guessing.
Nope.
All right, shoots past you and misses. At that point, he looks like he's going to start to retreat back because he just saw you vaporize his friend. So if you don't want initiative, he's probably going to be able to get behind the corner and into shelter. So what's everybody's plan? Unfortunately, actually, no, Zendi, you can still do something second phase. You could hurl that thing, but you're awful far away. So I'm going to say if you want to throw it, you're going to be -4.
I will not throw it then. I'll wait.
Okay, but you have it out now, so you can use it immediately if you want to move and then throw. So what is your plan for the next round, Zenia?
Move and throw.
Okay. Brighild?
I'm going to try to zap it again.
All right. Panesta?
Zap.
Oh, God. All right. Crystal, initiative. Ooh, we got a 5 that time.
Ooh, let's see.
Okay. All right. It's going to move back on the first phase and see. It's going to get basically partial cover, and then it's going to shoot. So it won't shoot the first phase because it's got to move, which means that you guys will get to go. But it is behind partial cover now, so it's going to get. Fender is still target partially concealed. Okay, so it's got a bonus to its armor class. So its armor class is -3 now. But go ahead, Xenia. Go ahead and throw your incendiary oil because you already had that in your hand.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh my God.
Yes, nice.
No,
so,
that misses.
But it misses by less than 2, so it still gets splashed, and it does 1d4 damage instead.
Okay.
But for 2 rounds. So
Okay. So roll damage.
This will be damage 4. Yay!
Nice. Okay. Good. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure there's splash damage, but I couldn't remember. Okay. So let me do its hit points here. Nice. Yeah, it's on fire and really on. It's got the oil burning on it. Its little globes at its head start flashing different colors as it's screaming telepathically. And Brighild.
All right, it run kind of right here, down this hallway.
Yeah, it's basically there yet.
Can I see that it's taken cover and can I charge towards it to get closer where I can see it better?
Sure. Yeah, you can move and shoot. So you can do the same thing it did. But then you won't get, if you want to get so it won't be hidden from you, then you would need to use your full movement this time, so you wouldn't be able to shoot until the end of the round. But you could do that. So basically, you could shoot now, essentially at a -2, or you could move and it'll get a chance to shoot, and then you could shoot it. If that makes sense.
I'm going to chance it. I'm going to move first.
Okay. How about Panesta?
Yeah, I'll chance it.
You're also going to move, so you get a better chance. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, it's going to take a shot. Ooh, that time. Oh, Brickle again doesn't like you. But it is a terrible shot. That's going to hit armor class 7.
Nope.
Okay. You already been shot once by this thing and survived. That's like probably the end of your luck if you get it again.
Yeah,
Man.
I'm dreading it.
Yeah, surviving the disintegration ray is not that's a story to tell later. Okay, but it's your turn, Brickhild. And you have a clean shot at it now. -1 armor class.
Oh man. Oh yeah, that's -4.
Nice. Okay. Saving throw. Ooh, that time it made it with a 16, so it'll do 3d6 damage.
Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Oh man, 2 6s, so 12 plus 2, 14.
Nice. Okay, it is very, very hurt, though not dead. Panesta.
Okay, let me try to
All
zap
I do
it.
is hit it.
Ooh, let's see that. I don't think that does actually. No, it hits armor class 3.
Ah, okay, yeah. So it misses it, ducks back, and the ray hits the wall and burns a hole through the wall. And we're coming into the next round. Okay. Xenia, what would you like to do?
At the beginning of this round, it takes 1d4 from my
Okay.
thing, right?
Yep, go ahead.
4 more damage.
Okay, but go ahead and tell me your action.
If it's still on fire, I want to throw oil at it.
But you don't have oil. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, again, you'll have to go second phase if you want to do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You gotta pull it out. Okay, you pull out oil to throw a second phase.
It's lamp oil, by the way, just to let you know.
Yeah, so it's not gonna.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up how much
I'm
damage it does.
gonna try
Or you
to
can look
zap it again.
Okay. Panesta?
Yeah, zap.
All right.
Take the
All right,
chance.
go ahead and roll initiative, Crystal. Got a 3 that time.
Okay. 4.
Nice. Okay. You're going to go second phase, though, because you're pulling out oil, but Brickhild, you get another shot at it.
Oh man, don't fail me now.
Oh,
Oh no. Yep, that's not gonna hit.
yeah. Okay. Podesta,
Okay.
it's very hurt right now. If you hit it, it's almost certainly going to die, even if it makes a save.
Armor class -1.
Oh, that's what you need. Yep, that's what you need because you moved. All right. Oh, it needs to make a save. It fails. Zoom. Dust. Make a save for the weapon.
Okay.
It's
Nat 20.
Oh, yep, it makes it. Ching, another one falls on the ground. Wow. You guys are gonna have a friggin' arsenal. All right. So that guy shot 4 times. So he's got 20. He's got 24 shots left in that one. So if whoever's secret track stuff, this one has 24 shots in it.
Okay, mine has 25.
This one's got 24 shots. And that, oh, actually, this guy had the scimitars. So let's see if they survived. Go ahead and roll for the scimitars as well.
Okay.
Just in case anybody wants them.
14.
That does not save because they are, let me just check.
Okay.
I think they needed a 16. Oh, I see it now. Oh, gem, here we go. Yeah, they need a 16. Okay, so the scimitars got destroyed. Wow, okay. So yeah, all's quiet. And there's another one of these guns sitting on the ground. This one with 24 charges left.
I'll pick it up and I'll hand it to Xenia and say, I know you don't want it, but I don't want to leave it behind for anyone else. So at least hold on to it.
Yes, probably be better than using oil, especially since I don't have any more of those left.
Yeah.
What about the first one? Did we did its weapon
that's right.
did it make it?
Go ahead and make a save, Tony. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
Needs a 16 or better.
Oh, a 17.
Nice, yeah. So you got that one too. And that guy didn't get to shoot at all, so that one's got 28 charges. Oh my god.
Helene
You
will
have so
offer,
many of these.
Helene will offer to carry that one in her sack.
Well, you haven't got any missile weapons, right? So you could definitely.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's time to go back to Xambaala and see if Aramis is a snake man now, right? Tell me or become dust, my friend. No, I'm kidding. This is a joke. It's just a
I
joke.
mean, you have 4 of these guns. Holy cow.
I'm just joking, but seriously.
No, not really.
Yeah, if the cleric wants to use it, I think you will be at a -1 or 2. I'll have to check.
Yeah, I'm not planning to use it. I'm just gonna hold it so that it's not like everybody else is trying to juggle 3 pistols. But
Right,
in an
yeah.
emergency situation, would pull it out.
Well, yeah, and also the spreading them out makes sense because if you get disintegrated, they
You
might
don't lose them
disappear.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes, on
I
the
mean,
off
not that you
chance
guys.
another one of us gets disintegrated. Yes.
Yeah, let's hope not, but yes.
Right.
All right. Yeah, you are now in this room, which you, as Tony mentioned, certainly Brighild and Nasta will remember. That so I'll just reveal it because you can probably just quickly tell them or just take a peek over there. You know that this is where you came from initially. These are statues of Hyperboreans that have been defaced. And you remember that there was a hallway up here if you look down. Brighild looked down, and then there was a door here that got blown away. The doors here are, well, not this one because this door is broken. You smashed it up last time, and they haven't. It's only been a day, so I'm gonna say they haven't repaired it. But the doors on this level are all those like weird black doors that are like connected like a puzzle. And on you notice because now that you're here looking that this door down here at the bottom has that same on either wall. There's basically a tiny little hole like this big on each side across from each other. It's like waist high basically, so they're facing each other like that. See, I don't think actually Rush himself was not here, right? So let me just describe the space so that you would know. So this whole floor is all the walls are covered in like crystal, like sticking out this kind of black crystal, kind of like the goat. Because I think you were here for fighting the goat, right?
Yes.
And the whole floor has this kind of like soft purple glow to it. It's not like bright light, but it's enough to see by. All the doors on this level are essentially this like translucent black. They don't see any seam like hinges, but they look almost like puzzle pieces like jammed together. And in front of each door on either side, about waist high, is on either wall are holes about maybe an inch or so in diameter, and they're across from each other. And they did actually check them last time using magic, and they were not traps. I'm not sure what they are, but they're not traps. So yeah, what would you like? Oh, and the statues here are all defaced Hyperboreans. They're just like nudes of Hyperboreans. And you do know that these stairs here, sorry, just so that everybody's on the board, these stairs here off to the side lead to a door, which then, of course, on this side you can see there's a bar blocking it if you were to go look up there, and it leads to the surface.
Alrighty.
That's basically the layout of this area. So where would you guys like to go?
Maybe we should go north. That's the last place we saw Basil. You know.
Yeah, I mean, that's where we met. There's probably a room up there somewhere where they're taking them or something.
Yeah, let's go that way. If everyone else is, okay with that?
Yes, I'm fine with that.
Okay. So yeah, like I say, this door is no more in the north. So kind of peek your head around the corner and you look down, and of course, like I said, you can see that there's a long corridor. I mean, the whole thing's lit, so I guess you can see all the way to the end of it. You can see that there's a corridor that goes all the way down and ends in a point. Looks
The
like-
room back to our right, east, A23. Nobody went in that one either, did they? That door.
That's right. The door to that room was incinerated, if you remember,
That's right. Okay.
by the disintegration pistol. And when you look in there, the room itself looks like there was some kind of an explosion. Like it's just the walls are charred in there, but otherwise it's empty.
How wide is the hallway? Is it two? Can we do like walk two abreast?
Yep, each square is 10 foot. That's map. But yeah, you can easily walk 2 abreast, even 3 if you really want to. And yeah, if you want to start walking down towards A17, I'm guessing because A23 doesn't lead anywhere, you see as you get closer, it opens up. And as soon as you get relatively close, you can see that down here in the bottom, on the southern part of the room, there is a what appears to be a 2-foot sphere of absolute blackness floating in the air.
Yeah, Brickyard looks back and says, Dougal, you like to touch things, right?
But you want me to touch it? What's up?
Well, not really. I'm just, you're the one that's always inquisitive about things. This looks pretty evil.
What do you mean evil? I mean, it's a black sphere.
Don't tempt a man, Brickhild. And Helene just kind of takes a step forward to just take a look at it. Starts tapping her chin.
Yeah, it is absolutely the darkest black thing you've ever seen in your life. All the light from the lantern that Denia has is like literally absorbed into it. And of course, you can see standing in that direction. You can see the hallway goes north.
That last spell that I have is pretty useless.
Interesting, though, isn't it? One minute she's flying out here to confront the father about shady goings on in his business. And 2 days later, she's gone.
I mean, you could disintegrate it. Just saying. If you think it's that evil.
I don't know what it is, but I have no divine power that will help me determine anything with this. And then she kind of looks over at Xenia and she says, you seem to be the one filled with the lore of these things.
Do I know anything about this at all, Daniel?
I'll give you a 3 and 6 chance.
Okay. I have never seen anything like this before.
I'll give the bard, because this is something a bard might know, 2 and 6.
2 and 6. Okay. No, I rolled a 4.
Okay. No idea.
I don't know what it is. Maybe we should just leave it alone. Of course.
Do we, like, does it feel evil? It just looks really black, right?
Yeah. Doesn't feel like anything.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it doesn't feel like anything.
Feels like
Yeah.
completely and totally feels like nothing.
Okay.
I would
yeah,
say
I say we leave it alone.
Yep. If you're unsure, it's best not to mess with it.
I spit on it.
Spit on it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Your spit is absorbed into it. It disappears.
Oh. See?
Like you don't see the
Yeah.
spit. It's just gone.
Helene punches you in the arm, like right up in the shoulder. Just like socks you right in the shoulder.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Well, I say we continue on to the west then.
Throw a coin at it.
And no, don't please.
Well, what?
Never mind.
Are
if
you
you want to
not-
throw a coin at it?
Are you not a druid? Are you not a man of nature?
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
clearly not a thing in
clearly-
nature.
Yes,
Exactly.
but didn't your people teach you the old adage of you do not poke the bear?
Okay, this isn't a bear. This is nothing like a bear.
It's the spirit of it that
No, it's-
matters.
This isn't even a spirit of a bear. This isn't a bear spirit.
Have you ever seen a bear spirit?
I've seen a bear spirit. This is not a bear spirit. This is just a void.
The point is, don't poke things if you don't know.
Well, that might be wisdom, but that is not a bear spirit.
No. So
We just,
pretend it's a bear and don't poke it just like it was a bear.
yeah, if you put your hand in the bear's mouth, will it bite you?
That's a good question. I reach out.
Oh,
You're gonna touch the darkness.
I'm going to reach in my bag. Do I have the stick in there or something?
Sure, you got a stick in there.
I'm looking
druid, right?
around.
Yeah.
There's got to be a stick around here someplace. I dig through my satchel.
You have some horns
Probably
on
in
top
your
of your
hair.
head.
So
Yeah,
you
exactly.
probably have a stick in your hair somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just kind of stick a stick into it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Huh.
All right. Yeah. When you touch it, the stick it's basically ripped out of your hand and disappears.
Oh. Well, look at that. Now it's gone.
Are you quite satisfied?
Well, now we know it takes things.
Takes
It's a
things
thing
out.
that takes things.
Right, and we don't want it to take one of us.
Now the question is, what does it do with the things that it takes? But we don't have to solve that now.
Yeah, she gently gently yet firmly takes him by the arm and just starts leading him away.
I wonder if has anything to do with the other sphere.
Possibly.
Arsenio, you said we should go west. Vanessa, if you're going to bring up the rear, I would keep an eye, and I'm worried about what may come from the north.
Yes, I can do that.
Okay. So you start to move to the west, and you can see that you've got this kind of pointy, all these walls are covered in crystal, as noted. And you start to move up here, and you realize that up here, unlike the other areas where pointy, this actually leads to a hallway that ends in a door. You kind of peek around there. There doesn't seem to be anything in the hallway. The door is closed currently. You want to explore the door, or are you going to just leave it and move on?
I will listen at the door.
Okay. Yeah, you go up to the door and listen. Nice. Okay.
I'll watch the rear while she goes to listen.
Okay. Nice. Ooh, okay. You put your ear to the door, and you probably go because everybody else also hears it, but not quite as loudly as you do. You hear what seems to be the sound of a man screaming.
Oh,
By the way, this door is like the other doors on the floor with the puzzle thing and the circles on either side.
okay. I will look back and I'll say, you guys can all hear this, yes? It's very loud.
Yes. Well, let's rescue him then if we can.
Well,
I say we open the door and fast as we can and rush in. Maybe we can surprise, because if they're torturing whoever that is, maybe we can surprise them.
Agreed.
I don't know if I can just open the door though, if it's a puzzle door.
Yeah, it looks like it's all puzzled together, and like all the other doors, like on either side of you, about waist high, there's like two circles. Not circles, but holes, basically.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I can't just open it. We'll have to figure this out. Which we
Okay,
can do.
well, let's continue, and maybe we'll figure out how to open it. But let's continue quickly. We don't want to keep them too long. Screaming like that.
What do you mean by continue?
To the west, it would be my suggestion.
Well, whoever is behind that door being tortured will be dead by the time we go down there and come back. If
Yeah, let's look at it. What do the puzzle pieces look like? What is it? I
Yeah,
mean,
they're
are
kind of
they-
interlocked. You would imagine by looking at it that if the door was to be opened, it would like separate a piece, like apart, like kind of like they kind of lock together, and it's like
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't you just use that fancy pistol and blow it apart?
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
is this the same type of door that I would have seen got disintegrated down there at the every end of the hallway?
Yep.
Here, Brickyard looks towards Dougal and goes, "You are good for something after a while. After all, stand back." Yeah, and I'll stand in there at the end of the hallway and disintegrate it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if everybody moves out of the way, but you can't.
Yeah.
You won't miss. I mean, it's easy enough.
Zinnia will
Yeah,
ready shooter.
Okay.
As soon as it blows up, I suggest we all run straight in before they get their senses about them.
Okay. Fair enough. You do that. Let me reveal the room. Okay, shaped room here, so. Second. But yes, that definitely works. You can definitely disintegrate the door. Not a problem. Perfect, but good enough. Okay, so yeah, you zap the door, and you immediately see that right here, this table right here, there are two Migos. They seem to be leaning over a table that there is a man on, and you can see there on the end where his head is, and they seem to be touching near his head, and you can see tubes and wires coming off and going into the ceiling. He is screaming, so of course, even though you disintegrated the door, it doesn't. I mean, disintegration is not loud, so they do not. They're probably not going to see you. I'm going to give you a chance to roll for surprise.
I get a better chance to surprise. A +1.
Right, you'll be able to shoot anyway, so with ready shooter. So, screams fill the air. Blah blah blah. Okay, you wouldn't see him from that far away. There's thick rubber hoses projecting to the ceiling. Each side of the rooms. Okay, no, you wouldn't see that. Okay, so that's the northwestern table. No. Oh, where is this guy? That's weird. They describe stuff that's on all the tables, so there's actually an extra table here. So we're just going to say that that's the table. Anyways, you see 4 tables in here. You do see bodies on one other one. I mean, you don't have a whole lot of time to evaluate this. Go ahead and make a roll to see if you surprise them, Crystal. Because if so, then everybody will get to shoot. Yeah,
1.
you do. Okay, so you'll all get to get one action. You don't have to worry about ready shooter. Because you can't have both ready shooter and surprise. I don't think that would be too much. All right, so go ahead, Xenia.
Okay.
Do your do. There's 2 Migos leaning over a dude right here.
Oh, I accidentally clicked the wrong roll, but I only rolled a 4, so pretty sure that won't hit.
Right.
Even with my fighting ability of 7 and my +1.
Yeah. Well, they're negative 1 armor class.
Yeah.
Do you normally get 2 shots with the bow though? Because it's not ready shooter, so you'll get a full action because it's a surprise round.
I normally do get two shots.
Yeah, and you'll get another shot.
I have my laser pistol. I was using the laser pistol.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were using a bow. Okay, so you miss. So yeah, you shoot a hole in the wall. Okay, Brickild?
Yep, she's gonna try to zap them. One of
All
them.
right.
Let's see. Yep, armor class -2.
All right. Let's see. This first Migo, whose name is Jason. 13. 13. Their save is 14. Oh, yeah. Jason is no more.
Bye-bye, Jason.
Bye-bye, Jason. Helene, did you want to use the laser pistol, or are you going to stand back for this one?
No. She's
Okay.
just gonna ready her hammer.
All right, fair enough. Dougal, did you want to run in and charge them, or you wait until everybody does their shots first?
I'm gonna wait until shots.
Okay. How about Helene? You're waiting, or are you gonna run in this round?
I'm gonna run in and try and take cover behind this table.
Okay, smart. Okay. And Dougal, did you want to also run in, or are you gonna just wait?
I'm gonna wait.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to get disintegrated twice in the same adventure.
Yeah.
And Finesta.
I will. What the heck? I will take a shot. I know. Well, let's see what armor class. Nope, armor class 0.
Okay. Shoots right past him, and he turns, and reaches around. He's shuffling around the table. He takes his hand out of the guy's brain, and shuffles around the table looking for his laser pistol. And you know that he's going to shoot. So, what does everybody want to do? This now standard round. What's Zebnia's plan? There's one more of these guys.
Missile.
Okay.
Laser
How about
pistol.
Brighild?
Zap them.
All right. So now we're Star Wars or Star Trek. Helena, you're hiding behind the table. What do you want to do?
Shit. So we have 3 zap guns going at him?
That is correct.
All right. Yeah, she'll wait. She
Okay.
doesn't want to burn all the zap gun ammo up.
All right. Dougal?
Putting on my red shirt and waiting in the hallway.
Finesta?
Zap.
All right. Okay, Tony. Initiative. 4 for the Migo. Oh, same. What's your dex?
I believe it's 12. Let me make sure.
Okay, theirs is 11, so if it's 12, you're good.
Yep, 12. Mine's 12.
All right, you got to go first. Xenia.
Okay. Oh gosh, I'm not good with this laser pistol.
It's a weird. Good damage, though. Brighild.
Yeah, Brickyard says to the rest of the group, she goes, "This ain't no phasers on stun, guys. This is phasers on kill." And I shouldn't have said it as I roll a natural 1.
Oh,
no.
All right.
Oh.
You're going to have to roll a d12 here. This could be bad.
Oh no.
Don't roll high.
5.
5. Okay, and you are a fighter type. That's just a bad miss. Okay. It's a little embarrassing, but,
Especially
in this
after your
moment.
speech.
Right. Right. It's mostly because of the speech.
Yeah.
All right. Finesta.
All
You
right.
hit this thing now, then it won't get to go. Otherwise, it's going to take a shot.
You know. Oh, it's a 19 on the dice. I'm sure that'll hit it.
All right.
Yeah, that's -7 AC.
Ooh, it's saved, though. Give me 3d6 damage.
Okay. 3d6.
Right.
10 damage.
Okay, it's still up. All right. It turns. It's going to try to shoot at you guys. It's obviously going to. Let's see. I guess the 3 that are kind of firing the pistols are the most obvious targets. So I will roll a 3. That's Brighild. Wow, Brighild, you are always targeted.
Golly.
Ooh, that's probably going to hit you too. Oh no. Hold on. 13. That hits an armor class of 1.
Yep,
All right, make that
hits
save.
me.
All right. Come on, Brighild. Make that save.
You see Brickyard look back towards Finesta as the ray comes towards her. She goes, "I loved you always," as I rolled an 8 and fell.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
not Brighild.
I just knew it.
God damn it. Wow, these things are bastards. Okay, so yeah, so Brighild drops, and yeah. We'll deal with your equipment, the magic stuff at the end. Next round. Linnea.
Zap.
Helena?
Yeah, she's gonna pull her pistol and shoot.
All right, Dougal?
Getting the bow out.
Okay. Nesta?
Zap.
Oh, man. Okay. All right, Tony, roll initiative for the group.
All right.
Richard got a 2.
Ooh, I had a 3.
All right, then go first. Linnea.
All right. Oh, finally.
Hit it. Okay.
Yep. -2.
All right. Is that like that's like almost the absolute minimal damage you could possibly do?
Yeah.
But hopefully it fails it safe. And it does with a 10. So yeah, zoom. It drops to
She
dust.
looked like she sees Brighill turn to dust, and she looks, and she has a tear run down her cheek, and she goes, "You bastard!" and just pops the thing right in the head. And then it turns to dust.
Yep. All right. Let's check the aftermath here. All right. You killed that one, Crystal. So go ahead and make a saving throw for its disintegration pistol.
Okay.
You need a 16 to survive.
It does not.
Okay. Go ahead, Tony. You can roll for.
Yeah, I got let's see, the pistol, a +1 shield, and +1 scimitar. Would be, I think, the only magical stuff I've got.
Okay, so let's roll the pistol first. It needs a 16.
The pistol will fail.
Okay. The scimitar and shield will both need a 15.
They all fail because I rolled
Oh.
a 10 and a 2 on the last part. So yeah, everything
Oh,
fails.
God. Yep. When Brighill goes out, Brighill goes out. Nothing left. Whoosh. Oh, man.
What about did the other Migo have a pistol?
Yeah, he did. You can roll for that one if you want, Chris.
Okay. 18.
Okay, so that one survived. And, yeah. It's, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You come into
So-
the room. Yep, go.
Well, no, go ahead. You explain the room.
Yeah. So the room there's a whole bunch, there's 4 tables in here besides the one that they were operating on. Well, go ahead. Before you explore, let me know. Let's get some reactions here. It's pretty terrible.
Well, Helene immediately would just kind of look at the man on the table, curious if it's
Basil.
Basil or not. And then she would just kind of glance back at everyone else and say, I'm beginning to think this treasure of Atlantis may or may not be worth it.
Xena is gonna kneel next to Brig's ashes, and she will light an incense again, and she'll conduct a ceremony to Lady Artemis.
Nice. Okay, so you're going to take time to do that? All right, what's everybody else doing while this is happening?
You see, Panista, she's got absolutely no expression on her face. Stone faced. She's just gonna walk over to the man on the table for now.
Okay. Yeah, the probably your expression might change, maybe not. When you see the man on the table it's Basil, and there's no life in him as he's staring blankly at the ceiling, the top half of his head removed, his brain pulled apart.
Okay.
Well, no more suffering. That's all that Helene can say. And then
Yeah.
Helene will do a small ceremony to the Atlantean goddess whose name I don't know because I wasn't playing this character, but I do know that Basil was also Atlantean.
No, he was Amazonian.
I meant to say Amazonian, yes.
Mhm.
Because Helene is also Amazonian, so she will do a small ceremony to send him on his way to the proper place.
Yep. Actually, if you look at her equipment, it says what god she worships because she has a holy symbol there. I closed it, so I don't have it.
Hey, Daniel, I do have a question on
Aurora.
He-
Yep.
scrolls.
Auroras, yeah.
Would scrolls have a saving throw or not? They're automatically gone.
Let me see. Paper.
Because I was just looking. I did have a scroll, but it had a spell on
Okay, yeah, it would take a natural 20, but go for it. Why not?
it. Well, hey, this may be the one I'm gonna get.
Right, exactly.
Nope, 18.
Yeah, no, unfortunately. Not even the spear that was used to kill many opponent survives. But yeah, the tables here have various stuff stacked on them as you're kind of looking around. You've got gotta find the room now. On the well, actually, I put him on the wrong table. I think he was supposed to be on the north. No, northeast. I put him on, right? No, I put him on the north. It's okay. Either way, it doesn't matter. On one of the northern tables, there's a jumble of mechanical tools, metal containers, wires, and crystals of various sizes and shapes fill the table. Amongst them are 8 crystals that look the same as the one that you took out of that room, Vanessa, except these glow with a soft green light. There's also one of those lightning guns that with the lightning oon we're using. And a girdle that has a like the belt buckle has like a mountain lion's head on it, like a big old mountain lion. On the southwestern table, there's a bunch of alchemical stuff, including several glass vials filled with various colored liquids. And 2 that look like they have that kind of lava lampy stuff that was in that the coppery thing. There's 2 that look like they're filled with that. And then also, very strangely, there's 3 melon-sized globs of yellow putty-like material, 2 of which look dark and burnt. Yeah. And finally, and one more table has a man on it who is actually dead, also with the top of his head missing. But this is not Basil, clearly. Oh, and whatever stuff. So, well, I think Basil had. I have to see if whatever equipment he had because they didn't disintegrate him. So whatever magic items he had are here. Any of his items actually, as well as the crystal ball that was not destroyed. That was the one that wasn't destroyed, right? The crystal ball. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. All that stuff's there.
Helene looks at these crystals that have all the different, like we've been finding ones with different colors, right?
No, not really. Most of them have just been kind of like clearish. These ones actually glow with a bit of a greenish glow to them, and they're the same size as the ones like the size of a small fist or an egg. So they look very similar.
She's going to inspect the lightning gun that's out on the table.
Yep.
And look and see if there's any kind of a socket or anything like that that maybe one of those greenish crystals would fit into.
No, there's not. And you would probably remember that they get the power from backpacks, which is not.
Okay. No. Okay, yeah. I didn't.
Although, actually, no, that's not true. They do. They get power from backpacks, but the backpack themselves has a spot for the crystals. Because the backpacks have the spot where the crystals were, but there's not a backpack here. So You're right to put those 2 things together, but they don't go directly into the...
okay. So the backpack charges the gun, and the crystals possibly charge the backpack.
Possibly.
Possibly, yeah. She's using her not technological brain.
Maybe this
Exactly.
crystal would actually do something in that slot. Maybe we could bring this place down. Nothing we find here is worth what we've lost now. Nothing we find here is worth Breakhild.
I am inclined to agree.
Let's see what we can do.
Bale brought me along as a treasure hunter and to provide healing, but I have to admit, despite my quips, I do think well of all of you, but no, I don't think that. I think we've reached the critical point here where I don't know why we're searching for this treasure because I wasn't around when it started. But if you were just searching for it for the sake of treasure, then surely there is treasure to be found elsewhere.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Let's destroy this evil place and be done with it.
I'll take one of the glowing crystals.
Okay. Do you want to take anything else? The potions, looking things, or the belt?
Yep.
Okay.
Dougal's been standing guard in the hallway.
Nice. All right. Yeah. So you scoop up all the stuff that seems like it might be interesting here, and head back. I guess. What are you going to go back down to that room with the crystal?
I think so. I don't know. I'll before I leave the room, I'll turn around when everybody's kind of ahead of me, and I'll just say to the room, and because I know she's gone, but I'll just say, "I loved you too," and I'll keep walking.
Okay. All right. Well, you can head back to where you came from if you want to go down those stairs again. If you're going back to that room, that's not a problem. That's easy enough to do.
I mean, we don't have to if you guys want to just leave. I mean, we don't have to do that.
No, I want to destroy this place. We should have just done that from the beginning.
Okay. You can go back there. I mean, there's nothing stopping you
So my thought is,
at this point.
let's try the crystal, see what happens, and if the crystal doesn't do something to help destroy this place, I say we go shoot that big ball.
Well, at this point, I would just be happy with not losing any more of my friends. So if the crystal does nothing, I just want out of here, to be honest.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Yes, you head back down. I mean, you walk through it's dark down here again, but those lightning rods light the place up. And then you get over to the B21. And you're just going to go in there and put the glowing crystal in there, Nesta? The plan?
I would ask people to watch the doors again.
Okay.
Google, if you don't mind, try to make sure a door doesn't close on me. Yeah, I'll put it in there.
Yep.
Okay. All right, yeah. So you stand in the center of the room and you put the glowing crystal into the pillar in the center of the floor, and suddenly all the globes that are on the wall, crystal globes on the wall, light up, and a green rays shoot out at you, Pinesta, and encompass your entire body. And are you hurt?
Yes.
Okay, you are healed. For 13 points of damage.
Oh wow, that'll put me back to full.
Yeah, and it happens for a few seconds, and then it stops. And then when you look down, the crystal is cracked and black.
Oh, I will look at the others and say, physically, I feel much better. Is anybody else really hurt?
I mean, I'm not very hurt. I'm a little hurt.
I'm
If-
hurt, but I'd prefer to not be healed by
Wait.
this contraption.
Wait a second.
Yeah, I feel about the same.
I know it's a long shot. Do you guys think this ray of Helios I have could bring her back? You see, Pinesta is on the verge of tears, and you know she knows it wouldn't work, but she has to ask.
I mean, she doesn't have a body to come back to.
True. True. Well, should
If
we
you
leave?
want to try, go ahead and try. Then you know.
I know, but I think it's a one-time deal.
Well, I feel like Brighild's worth the shot.
Let me see, what does it do again?
Would you regret it if you walked away and didn't do it?
I might regret it more if I couldn't save her and I could have saved one of you someday.
That's a
Well,
bridge
there's
to be-
no.
Life has no guarantees. That's a bridge to be crossed when we get there.
Yes, well said, Helene.
But there's no place to even aim the ray. She's just gone.
Was there any dust or ashes left behind?
Yes.
Nice.
I mean, there is a pile of ash there.
Oh, he's just going to walk back and go get some of it. Just not even going to wait for anybody to say anything.
Well, we could take some with us and decide once we're out of here.
I mean, I say we just point it at the pile of ash that's already there and do it.
Yeah, or that.
I just say we just do it.
I mean, it says
I
it
vote do
can
it.
grant life, but it's just, like you said, she doesn't have a body.
Well, I mean, it's magic. Magic can do all sorts of wonderful things.
And you never know until you try.
And this seems like a powerful magic if it can bring someone back from the beyond.
What the hell? It's Brighild.
Yeah, see, there you go.
I'm going to try it, despite the overwhelming odds against me.
Okay, so you're going to go back up to where Brigild's ashes lay on the floor and release the
Yep,
the ray of Helios into it. Yeah,
I am.
let me see.
The worst thing that happens is nothing, and she'll still be gone.
That's the truth.
Or she comes back as a lich.
Well, so, well, I mean, talk about worse things, right?
There's worse things than serving a Brighild lich.
Yeah, I would serve a Brickhild Lich. I,
Did you
for
say
one,
lich or did you
welcome.
say something else?
Lich.
This-
Lich.
This is a
Lich.
family show, Tony.
Lich with an L.
Okay, so let me make sure you don't run into any wandering Miko on the way up there.
You say
Have the
lich
whole
or
party
bitch.
get
The answer,
Don't
was
get Crystal,
yes.
roll it.
Yeah, exactly. No, fortunately, you don't. You go back up and you see the remains of a Brickhill pile of dust on the ground. The room is still quiet. It's only been minutes since you left. It doesn't seem like it's been discovered the damage and that you've done and that you killed these guys. And you can see that the pile of ashes is there. So, yeah, you uncork the vial and release the ray of light that's been bouncing around and living within this vial for who knows how long. and it goes into the ashes that are that once were Brickhild. And Brickhild, make a trauma survival check, which I guess is a Constitution thing.
Come on, Tony.
It's
Okay.
75%.
25.
Oh,
Oh,
here we go. Let's see. 55. So yeah, I made it.
okay. All right, Bard, how are you going to tell the story of how Brickhild comes back to life?
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, so it's the ray of light goes into the dust, and the dust starts to build around the ray of light as the light takes the shape of my. Oh my God, I'm actually gonna cry over this. Of my friend Brickhild, as her body becomes light, and you see the dust just adhere all around the light, forming shape. And you see the bones start to form and take shape, almost like looking through glass. The veins, the muscle, everything just starts to take shape from the dust over the light, the body of light, the beautiful light that is Brickhild. And then all of a sudden, in a flash, she's there with her hair and her expression, probably like, oh, what the heck did you guys do to me? And I just run. I run to her, and I just leap and grab her. And I just start to sob.
Fantastic. I think that's where we'll leave it. As
Yeah, that's a
stand
good
there with
stopping
me.
point, I think.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we won't. Since that was so perfect, I'm not going to throw any funny subscribe thing. But if you want to, go ahead.